Hello. Early stream just like yesterday, right? Home stretch, that's what I'm getting from the game, so putting this one away tonight, I feel. That way I can hopefully get the video out before the end of the month. Ugh. Open world games are a pain in the ass to make videos for, you know? Oh, I gotta, like, watch so much footage. So much footage. What's up, Dari? What's up, Polly? How you doing? I am a little low energy right now. I don't know. I think I'm just, like, in that digesting phase. I just ate. I didn't want to, like, do a stream on empty stomach. I've got, like, a steak and some other stuff down there. It's like, I'm gonna, like, you know, finish melting this off. Can you, like, delay your stream for an hour? Like, no. Just a heads up, there's some TOTK, Tears of the Kingdom leaks out there, so be careful. You don't want to be spoiled. I mean, can't imagine. If I've avoided the Hogwarts spoilers, I'm sure I can avoid the Tears of the Kingdom spoilers. Hey, Galahad. Hey, only saw your Discord message a bit ago. Spent the past couple of days in the hospital. Who knew absolute exhaustion fucks with your immunity? So I've been warning you about that. Yeah, stress and exhaustion just fucks your immune system like crazy. You're way more apt to get sickness. Are you all right now, though? Let that be a lesson to you, young man. I'll even use that turn of phrase, young man. That's how you know someone's trying to pound something into your head, right? Let that be a lesson to you, whippersnapper. How far into the game currently? I think we're in the end game. I have a few side story content lines to finish up, and then we're gonna go like apparently take on the evil goblin guy who's on his way to Hogwarts. When I get my tax return, I plan to purchase a gym membership again, even though I have a home gym. Well, there is something about gym gym workouts can be. You can usually get some people to help you out, and it can motivate you a bit more. And it's easier to quit when you're working out from home. Yes, much better now. Not 100%. Yeah, but much better now. Thank you for asking. I'm glad. Yeah, so what was it, like a flu that just really knocked you on your ass or something? Hopefully that didn't like hurt your business stuff too much. Weather severely affects my ability to work out in a shed. Yeah, well, yeah, if it's too cold outside, that might be all affected. Yeah, I can understand that. If you can't put it indoors where you have air conditioning, yeah, you don't want to. Sheds also tend to get pretty hot in the summer, don't they? Since they're mainly made of tin, they're like a hot box. But to each and every one of you, whatever your plans are, hopefully they go well. But yeah, we're finishing this tonight. Weirdly, I got a lot on my plate to play right now, but I still want to go back and play. There's an older game I'm wanting to play right now due to recent things happening that I think would be make a good playthrough if I can get it to run. Weird question, were you ever shown any shock videos in school? Shock videos? Not sure. Videos were a bit hard to watch on the internet when I was in school. It wasn't until like right after I graduated that videos online got actually accessible. So I don't think so. But most of that stuff happened right after right as I was leaving school. Like YouTube and all that. Like, oh yeah, as soon as I got out of school, that's when all the YouTube stuff happened and social media. So I'm sure there were shock images I saw. I just don't remember any of them. But I've definitely seen shock images since. Like I was there for the legendary meat spin and limit party. My flu throat soreness delayed things a bit this week, but it hasn't had any significant impacts. Fortunately, thank God. Glad everyone's being patient with that. Oh, maybe you can give me an update on that sometime soon. Now you're feeling better, but only if you're actually feeling better and you don't got too much on your plate. Mine's made of wood. If the sun is on it, it's warm even in the winter. Oh, okay. Wood shed, better than, tin shed. Just got entered into a cross-dressing competition on Persona 4. I'm getting cloud flashbacks, and I'm determined to be the prettiest. You know what? If you gotta be a girl, beat all them other bitches, man. Put them in their place. Make yourself the prettiest girl you ever at that whatever video game thing. Is it just me or do a lot of JRPGs have moments like that? But I was saying there's a game I'm thinking of playing recently after a lot of stuff that's been happening out there in the world that I haven't streamed yet. I've pretty much streamed every Deus Ex game at this point, except for one, and that is Deus Ex Invisible War, which is a game that I heavily criticized and didn't like when it came out, but in retrospect, with a lot of stuff recently, I think it might actually make for a really good playthrough, based on the subject matter. So I'm thinking of maybe trying to get that game running. It is really fucking hard to get that game running, though. But I might give it a shot. Game Theory made a video about it back in the day. On what? If a JRPG doesn't have a cross-dressing segment and a fishing minigame, is it really a JRPG? Exactly. Question, chat. Is Forspoken a JRPG? I think this is a hard question to answer. Would you consider Forspoken a JRPG? I mean, it has everything there. It's made by Japanese developers from a Japanese company. But everything about it nothing about it screams JRPG. Piece of shit. It is a piece of shit, but my question is it a Western RPG or a JRPG? Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll update you on everything. Enough time for my throat, voice, finish recovering. Alright, that's fine. It's perfect time, actually. Just let me know. On a technical level, on an actual level, it's a can of garbage. Sure. I mean, I agree with the complaints about the game. It was shit. But I was wondering about that classification, if you could consider it a JRPG if it doesn't have any of the classical tenets of a JRPG. Despite the other things that make it a JRPG. Never thought of it as one, but maybe. I mean, it's a hard question to ask the more you think about it, isn't it? Or to answer, I mean. You can't fish in it, and there's no cross-dressing segment, so no. Well, it's missing those... Well, she never dresses as a man, but you know what? I don't know. I mean, it's related to FF15 in some small respects. Well, like I said, it's related to a lot of Final Fantasy games because it's from, Square Enix, but it still doesn't feel like a JRPG in any way. Are we sure it's not a Chinese knockoff of a JRPG? No, we know who made it, and it was the Japanese developers. You can't even use that. But yeah, for some reason, I was wondering if I should consider that bit of information when I inevitably make the Forspoken video. Nope, not a JRPG. See, we're getting a lot of mixed, opinions. I was right. I was right on the money. This is a hard question to answer and get a consensus on. Because, people will have very specific ideas what makes a JRPG. Despite it being made by, Square Enix, a Japanese developer. Ooh, yeah. Hard, ain't it? Harder than you thought it would be. But I guess it doesn't matter right now. We got Hogwarts Legacy to finish up tonight. I had my fun with it, but yeah, I'm hopefully can put it away tonight. That way I can take a rest and, recharge for Atomic Heart. What's up, Fresh? You finished moving all your stuff yet? Never seen anything about Forspoken, so you missed my playthrough of it? Oh god, no. I mean, it was a shitty game, so. I think Square Enix is shitting the bed for not using Ivalice more. I gotta be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of the world of Ivalice. Outside of Tactics. Tactics is the one I liked. Didn't like 12. 12 was Ivalice too, right? Yeah. I'm not sure if the MMOs are set in Ivalice or not. I thought 11 might have, but I don't think so. The whole world with its own history already made, yeah, but they haven't really made that many good games in it, have they? Like I said, it's got Tactics, and that's about it. But, yeah. If any of you out there have a guide for how to like play Deus Ex Invisible War properly and get it running on modern PCs, send it to me in a DM or something on Discord. Because I'm going to be looking into playing that game because I feel it's become more relevant in recent years, basically on the themes inside of it. And I never thought that was going to be the case because it seemed ridiculous, just like Metal Gear Solid 2's concepts back in 2001 seemed absolutely ridiculous. I'm starting to think Invisible War might actually have been onto something. What I remember of the game anyways. Feels like there's been a big push by some of the to make FF12 be seen as a misunderstood classic. I think it's okay, but they I will never agree. I mean it's better than 13, but I don't think it's that great. 14 has one expansion that had a raid involving Ivalice, so it's like a multiverse raid or something. Why we should make another game or two in Ivalice. I mean, I would just prefer them to remake Tactics. Metal Gear Solid 2 is so fucking relevant. Yes, it definitely is, or at least like the ending is. I mean, we still haven't had the president conduct a terrorist attack, but it's mainly the themes of digital censorship and that stuff. But with the rise of like artificial intelligence and like that kind of stuff, I think Invisible War might also be very relevant today. So I've been wanting to play through it again to give it, because I only remember bits and pieces of the game. It's been so long. So I'm gonna like look up a way to like get it running. Because I remember that last time I tried to play it, it just would not run. What's up, Bane the Gunslinger? How you doing? 13's my favorite. Why would you slander me legally in a way I could sue you over, Ivil? It's like, that is slander, sir. You've besmirched my name. $100,000 in court. I think Chad is about as low energy as me tonight. Did you guys also eat steak and like fill up on other things? Alright, all of you go get a cup of coffee or crack, whichever one you prefer, and take it so you'll have plenty of energy to like comment on the stream tonight when I beat the game. Actually, the crack would be more interesting. Rare sun Dartigan stream? Well, I had one last night as well, And you say sun, but it's dead as night to me. And winter time, man. It's like dark by 6 and 5. I'm gonna start drinking when the Last of Us episode drops. Okay, is it due to be a sad one? We ate ribs and potato salad with some side veggies. Yeah, I just had steak, and then weirdly I was still hungry, so I had a bowl of cereal. Just ran over 2.5 miles and am now going over notes for my new apartment. Notes? Oh, you haven't moved into? You're just looking at the specifics. Moral ASI is a much better custodian of mankind's future than we are. Well, if you think that's the idea, that's then that's a plot point of of Deus Ex Invisible War. In fact, that's a major theme of it. So that's one of the reasons I've been wanting to play it, just because all the AI stuff has been, kind of lining up with a lot of the stuff that was in that game. Started my depressing book on our climate future and was surprised by one fact. Apparently there was only 1 billion people alive in the 19th century. We're now nearly, well, that's population, expansion. Like, once you hit a certain point, it becomes very easy to start growing afterward. It also coincided with us getting better at medicine. All that, children dying early thing, really was putting a hamper on our party. We're now nearly, okay, that's not something you can blame on the baby boomers, come on. But don't worry, if you're currently researching for some kind of book on that, you should also know that amongst pretty much every developed nation, populations are beginning to crash and like level off or like slow down as people are having fewer and fewer kids. So there's a silver lining to whatever you're doomering about. Think we're fucked due to climate change? What? I don't think we're fucked. That seems like a far cry. Joking about the boomers, by the way, it's hard to tell anymore, It's like everything's got to, like we either, there's so much generational, like, warfare, it seems. Everyone hates everyone just because they slapped a title onto it. Well, the reason I always push back against this generational stuff is nothing more than astrology. Like the vast majority of boomers, most of them are just average people who didn't do anything but what they could do. Most of them had nothing to do with anything. Fewer people is a good thing. Have you had your vasectomy already? I expect anyone who makes that comment to already had the snip. Like, oh yeah, I'm contributing to my beliefs, man. Not gonna have any kids. I think the people who want fewer people never want to start with them. So yeah, I mean that's actually one of the things I agree with you on. Whenever I see people say that, it's never like, oh no, but with me it'll be different. Your personality is a vasectomy? Okay, that is an excellent comeback and I accept it. I tip my hat on that one. Older lady at work was playing a neo-Confederate song at work. It was surreal. So that's just country music. There's a lot of it in the country music. I mean, it's all shit, but some people are into it. So, should I get to play in the video games? I mean, tonight we basically just have a few side things to wrap up, those storylines, those important characters that are optional. And then we go and, like, save Hogwarts, I think. You're in the middle, you're not a millennial, but I'm also not a member of Gen Z. You're what they call a zennial then, right? Again, all this is bullshit. Keep that in mind. You're not any of those things. You're an individual who is not determined. Your personality, things you like, things you don't like, are not determined by the time period you're born in. Oops. Hit the record button. Alright, let's begin. We will waste no more time, since I now feel like I'm energized. Sure. Just realize how goofy looking my underclothes look under my coat. But you know what? Don't matter. Right, so, I think we're gonna begin by, yeah. We'll do, I guess, maybe this is the end of, Poppy's storyline? I don't know. So we'll do it. Yeah, we'll go up these in this order. Finish up with our boy Sebastian. Generations and astrology is stupid. Yeah, it just seems like a lot of people take this generational ideal stuff way more seriously than they should. Okay, down here. Right, New York City or Boston, excellent. I would love to live in a place that had nice public transportation and walkable cities, but they're all so fucking expensive.
Can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Like, why can't they, like, get it down to, like, oh, livable price to live in these kind of places? I guess because everyone wants to live there, so they just jack up the rent. I wonder if the game actually is ending, right? Because we're still in winter. I figured we'd get to, like, spring, and then the game went in. Good evening, everyone. Like, the final season of the year. How's the game? Well, we're hopefully beating it tonight. So, it's been overall positive, though the plot has been meh.
Oh, how I love a good puzzle.
He loves good puzzle. Why did you remind me of his dick pic? I'm sorry, what? You only build single-family neighborhoods. There are 20. Yeah, well, there's a lot of complexities to it, but also there's the fact that the U.S. a lot of its cities were built during the started springing up and going big, right around the time the car was invented, and everyone got really popular. So we just built our cities around cars. Where a lot of European and Asian cities had existed well before cars did, so they were already like built up in a way that was conductive to that. At least that's my thoughts on it. YouTube keeps recommending his videos, and I always think of him dressed as a... Okay, who are we talking about? Do you think witches lube up their brooms? I would think they should... I don't care if it's witches or wizards, they should all be having, like, padding there.
You made it.
Bro, Jared. Didn't he, like, repair his reputation after the stuff. I remember he put out a big video that actually kind of succeeded in clearing his name. Did you get the hippogriff yet? Yeah, just the broom is faster.
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps, but I think this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive, especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave, but it did seem the
Did you guys
most
see that
promising.
bee get really big and then vanish into nothing?
Folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid seemed the perfect place to hide something of value. It's a bit of a leap,
What's a
I
bee doing
confess,
out flying in
but
the
might a
winter?
mysterious
There's
item
one coming
such
next.
as a special moonstone be hidden
Those
in
bees
an
are like coming in
equally
behind my
mysterious
head.
cave.
Oh, there's
I
one
think
hover
I'm
behind me.
desperate for anything at this point.
Did you discover why people avoid this cave?
Ridiculous, really. Rumor was that the cave drove people mad. I couldn't find any account by someone who had been in the cave, though. So either it is
Jeez.
a rumor, or anyone who went in wasn't in any state to speak of it afterwards.
Well, we're here. We might as well have a look.
Agreed. I wonder if you'd go blind from staring directly at a moonstone.
Enter the moonstone cave.
Revelio.
So I'm just playing with volume levels. No lock on it? Is his voice doubled? No, but it might have been, maybe it's bleeding through my audio, my game audio into like my mic. I don't know. My voice isn't doubled, is it?
You don't think the rumors about the cave are true, do you?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah, it's more than likely just the audio from my speakers was, you know, bleeding into my microphone. Alright. Okay, I have another, you know, bit of a critique for this game. There's way too many just like... It's got the Skyrim issue that all the dungeons kind of feel the same after a while. Dungeons are actually kind of a weird fit for Harry Potter too, I feel. Realize I got all this shit here. Not seen much of him, but he always seemed to be a bit obnoxious. Maybe I'm being unfair. We still talking about y'all pro Jared? All YouTube, look, chat. Everyone thinks every YouTuber is obnoxious. There's people who think I'm obnoxious. Maybe they're right. I don't know. Which Elden Ring character class do you recommend? Well, I don't know. It depends on what you want to play as. I mean, if you don't really know, you can just go like to the no class at all and just play as you want to play and you'll experiment. But I played as like the prisoner guy, with the guy with the big metal thing on his head. And he's a bit of like a mix. He's a bit of like melee combat plus magic, but not really good at either one of them. Just like generally good. So it might be a better idea to like just pick one or the other. Obviously, I think like melee combat is the heart of the game, and magic is just like fun, but I don't know. A lot of people don't like it. At least Dart doesn't scream all the time while gaming. Yeah, I do the opposite and like almost never raise my voice, which may be a detriment because that does get some people hype entertained. I'm not gonna like oversell my reactions or anything. It feels cringy and fucking terrible. Look, oh dudes, did you see that fucking hype chat? Let's see the hype in the chat.
One.
I hate that shit.
What is going on with them?
Fuck that shit so much. I mean, I do think the era at the time when that was a dominant way of being a YouTuber or content creator is mostly over. I don't think you see too many like people like that being successful. Even like the ones that used to do it constantly have like toned it down a lot. precisely why I hate XQC so much, because well, he's a homophobic shithead. Well, regardless of that, he just like, I think he's on a spectrum. XQC is well known that he is not exactly a regular person in terms of like, he's a neurodivergent, as I believe the word for it. Like those old clickbait YouTube videos where capitalized letters saying you won't believe this. Okay, the clickbait still happens. And there's definitely YouTubers that still try to employ that. Thankfully, I don't think they really usually succeed anymore. It's really hard to succeed at all on YouTube anymore these days, I feel. It's like, it's such a cutthroat industry that I don't even know how you could start at this point without having just like a completely new idea where your personality just sells you so well. What am I lowering with this thing?
Arresto momentum.
Hi there, so this game is still not over. It should be over tonight though. The controversy over this game yet? No, controversy's never in. It'll eventually go away, but then when there's DLC, it'll pop back up. Would you choose samurai or warrior? There are some really good katanas in the game, but you can use those regardless if you're a samurai. I mean, it's really, I forget what the samurai is actually good at archery as well. I think is the only real difference is like if you would do archery in the game, but I've never liked the archery or anything like that in Souls games. I don't think it's that great. So unless you like the starting weapon and armor set, I don't know, I think warrior is probably better. Class only mats for starting sets? Yeah, more or less. Is that what we're here for, these birds?
Voipers.
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumor about the cave started. The Whooper's song is said to drive anyone who hears it mad.
What game are you talking about? What game am I talking about, or what game Chad is talking about? Because Chad is currently asking me about Elden Ring and a few other things. Also, how you doing, Kotek? Hope you've been well. Don't forget to texture those birds. I didn't really get that. Well, it might just be a lot issue. Maybe you gotta get a little bit closer. This is what chat was asking you about. Oh, they're asking me. The last thing they asked me about was a controversy in this game. Or not really the controversy in the game, the controversy surrounding the game, and your rights owners to certain things. I feel like there's a big YouTube controversy every month. Luckily, well, with individuals, yes. There's a lot of people on YouTube these days. Which means, drives up, and there's also, yeah, so. Or do you mean like with the company? Luckily, you haven't gotten. Well, I'm a very down-to-earth person, and I actually don't even interact with many other YouTubers. So I guess there's no. And also, I don't really give a shit if someone says something about me. And I also don't really share a lot of my personal life on YouTube at all. So it nearly diminishes the amount of like controversy I can ever be wrapped up in.
Revelio.
Something there, but I don't know how to get into it.
Revelio. Accio.
Oh, it's one of these puzzle doors again. Yeah, we need that.
why am I not surprised? First the swoopers and now this.
Dartigan's a decent person. Fucking cancel on me. It's not really so much of your decency. You can be a very decent person, but you have one moment of indiscretion. And that's all it takes.
We need 9 months for those spinners.
We need to start more Dartigan controversies. Did you know that one time Dartigan started a moo cult? I didn't start that. Can't put that one on me. There is stream evidence in the archive of me not starting that. And to be fair, the cult hasn't really done anything remotely controversial, so what would it even matter? They mainly are a cult in name only.
Lumos.
Lumos! Perhaps the runes on the walls have something to do with finding the moths.
Yeah, I've already figured that puzzle out, lady.
Accio.
To be a demiguise for now.
Neighbor's making a good deal of noise over there. You heard Dartigan chat? We need to dress up as cows and scream Dartigan's name at random field. At some random field. Okay, how is this a controversy? It just look like I have some crazy fans, which I can easily disavow. I mean, there's even your chat now in the chat that didn't come from me promoting that, so I can easily, just some crazy guy in my chat told him to do it, not me. You give me all the evidence to prove my innocence. You're not very good at this whole framing thing.
Another obstacle.
Yeah, but you promote the
No
cult,
matter.
even made it
I'm
emote.
sure we can work out a way
It's
across.
not me promoting the emote, it's me giving you something cute to play with. That one time Dart said he liked viewing abusive relationships in media and often okay, that is not what I said. Not what I said at all. See, you're once again fucking yourself over by you misrepresenting my views. I said you can have entertainment where bad things happen to people and it can be entertaining. In real life, yeah, abusive relationships, no, let's stop that shit. But in entertainment, you can depict one and have it be entertaining. And you can even sometimes like the asshole or the person doing the abusing just because they're so good at what they do. It's okay to like bad people. Entertainment was my argument. See, now when you add the context, it's not a controversial statement. Everyone has a villain character they like after all. And then a single person is like, oh, I only like the heroes.
Revelio.
Unless you're some kind of just horribly lame individual. Time you told a chatter happy funeral, that was just a slip of the tongue. Or like me just like saying a bunch of things and for some reason instead of happy birthday, happy funeral came to mind. Again, non-controversial. You still lose, chat.
Confringo.
Okay, we need to drain the water. I mean, happy funeral is better than a sad one. I mean, have you ever been to a happy funeral? They're awesome. You have a certain book called Minecraft? No, I don't. I had a certain book that I kept for precisely 1 year before throwing it out. After my friend got it for me as a gag gift. Never even opened a thing. It's not like I slept with it under my pillow or something. That's cool, but can you tell Dex to chill with the racial slurs? My cat? Look, all cats are racist. This is well known.
Revelio.
They only get away with it because they're cute.
Confringo.
When are cats racist? Since forever.
Revelio.
You can tell their eyes that they're always judging. and they're judging based on race.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Bombarda!
Actually, you know what? Go kill your friend for me. Chill with the Adobe racism as well. Well, that's on Adobe, man. I was saying the word necromorph. I had to fix its issues. You're assuming most people look at context on the internet instead of just skimming out. I'm very well aware that a lot of people don't have time for important things as context. But look at the headline, but that's enough to judge someone.
Defender! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Imperial!
Sounds like I got the same spell twice.
Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Defender! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Bombarda!
Famous YouTuber makes AI say racial slur. Chat, you are desperate to cancel me in whatever way you can. Or this is gonna go on all night, isn't it? This is Dartigan defends himself tonight mode. Adobe racism sees your inner south. Okay, now that's you being racist. Didn't know you had that in you, man. Just assuming all people who are from the south are have racist qualities to them. I am Southern too. Are you racist then? Mods, where are you? No, I'm good. It's all done in cuteness tonight.
Revelio!
Wouldn't that be regionalism? Depends. Regionalism also, usually contains culture. Speaking of AI, did you know that Luke from Linus Tech Tips tried the Bing AI and told him that it wanted him dead and gone? People have got a lot of weird interactions out of the Bing AI, which is just another version of ChatGPT. My favorite was the one where it said the user was being a bad user and it has been a good Bing. That's become a bit of a meme now. I am a good Bing. Hey dude, didn't know you streamed. Love your gaming. Welcome to the stream. A lot of people don't, despite me always putting up YouTube announcement videos. YouTube, those apparently are just not the best way of doing it, but I'm like, I don't know what else to fucking do outside of like announce it in the beginning of every one of my videos, like, hey, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitch. Maybe I should just like beat it in everyone's heads, like, hey, here's my Twitch channel, go follow it right fucking now. Sometimes apparently in social media you really just have to be like beat the same message over and over in the most obnoxious way possible. And that's the only way. AI shit freaks me out. Didn't anyone see fucking Terminator? Well, here's the good thing, the good news for you. If AI ever were to want everyone wiped out, it wouldn't be in the method as you saw in Terminator with it making like humanoid robots. There's far more efficient ways. Oh, also keep in mind, just because something's shown in media, that's not, foretelling the future. That's just like, oh, they emphasize everything bad possible, like an entertaining story. Like what? Well, if it's truly more intelligent than humans, then there's no limit to what anyways, if it wanted to wipe us out, that it could. Maybe it makes nanomachines that endlessly copy themselves and devour all carbon life on the planet. The Grey Goo scenario. Maybe it just makes a virus that is 100% infectious, 100% fatal, and infects everyone with it. After all, after COVID, we learned we're not very good with dealing with that stuff. Why do you make an announcement on YouTube announcements tab? Because people don't look at that either. I get less engagement usually when I do that over a YouTube announcement video.
Revelio. Accio.
Okay, where are we?
Revelio.
I feel like I've been here. I have been here. Don't think you really can just be there for that reason. I need to get the fuck. Can I just jump over this? Nope. You rearrange the bookshelf, and did you like put it in a specific order? By genre, perhaps? The best way of aligning your bookshelf. God.
Revelio.
Can I actually get that butterfly when it's underwater? I was thinking I had to... I was thinking I couldn't get it until I...
Lumos.
Yeah, my Lumos one won't work with the waters here. Remember that time Dartigan intentionally paid the Until Dawn devs to put him in the game for Cloud? Yeah, back in the my very first live stream. Wanted to make it memorable, you know? Okay, I must have missed something back here.
Revelio.
So this map is busted. They're saying there's a corridor this way, but it's just a blank wall. Why does your guys swim so lopsided? I don't know, is that how they swim in the UK? I don't know. How many hours in? I think I'm in like 40 hours so far. So quite a few. You got a book about the Sengoku Jidai? That's the period, Sengoku period in Japan, right? Where they were closed off from the rest of the world for like a century and a half. Interesting time period.
Revelio.
Be back here. Just before that, the Civil Wars. Yeah, I came this way and there was nothing in here. What's that thing? If this is the pace I'm going to be going at tonight, maybe I'm not beating it after all. And just open back up into this. Like I'm seriously like I've gone through every passageway. Can I take these over there? I don't think so. I think it's going to cause that to like...
Lumos.
Oh no, that's all I had to do. Thought the doors would would... Yeah, okay, that's all I had to do. I thought the doors would slam shut if I removed the butterflies.
Accio. Repulsor.
Merlin, it's beautiful.
Lumos.
Oh, look, it's me classically overthinking a puzzle, alright? Because I've played a lot of games where that'd be the exact thing that happened. Especially when you have like a turny switch, then you have to like turn a bunch. It's like, you know what, if you stop turning it automatically resets itself. I'm beautiful? Thank you. I like being praised.
You did it! I was hoping we wouldn't have to do this again.
Here we are. Crucial. Defender. Expelliarmus. Bombard.
Good. Didn't Japan shut themselves off from the world because the shogun didn't like Europeans, traders spreading Christianity and all the other colonial stuff they were doing? That's the main reason. They saw it as a threat. And they also saw what was happening to like China at the time, due to Western influence, and they didn't want that to happen to them as well.
Where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Should we take a closer look?
They're like, close the country. Let only the Dutch in this one town. Or is it the Portuguese? This is one of the two. Yeah, I think it was the Dutch, because there was a thing called Dutch learning in Japan for a while. Do you need to be outside to use a giant doll? You mean for the magical, my special magic? It's random, and I don't think so. In 2010, Charles Dartigan cornered the market in game sending and became $1 million game send move. Well, you see, there's facts wrong already. I didn't start game sending until 2014. But did you know Dartigan started his career with Titanfall 2 news? Titanfall 1 news. See, you're like a bad version of ChatGPT. It's getting facts wrong. There we go into marry his cat and live on the moon. See, totally inaccurate. I would never marry anything. Yeah, it's fur. Right now leads a region of Dardanism. Where all of it, you know, at least my religion sounds fun and interesting the way you described it. What's up, pilots? What's up, pilots? Dartigan Jones here. Yeah, I don't use the last name that much anymore, do I? Just Dartigan, no. It used to be Dartigan Jones. You know, Dartigan, that's a sexy name, you know, Dartigan Jones. It invites intrigue. You're like, who's this guy? I want to know more.
Confringo.
Wondering what the lowest rated well-known book is on Goodreads. 50 Shades of Grey is slightly higher than Mein Kampf.
I don't know.
Really? Okay, I gotta go to bat for 50 Shades of Grey. That is a way better book than Mein Kampf.
Very funny.
And there has to be way
I was
worse
just
shit
thinking
than
how
50
it's
Shades of
proof that
Grey.
poachers haven't been here,
I feel like that's one of those
assuming
things
this
that's being
is where the
hated just
news
because it got
was.
really popular.
Which means we're one step ahead of them.
Because it is like one of the best, it's like the best-selling book of all time, isn't it? Because all the horny women want to like, oh god, I wish someone would tie me up.
Confringo.
Red ladies, you gave away your kinks with that book. Jones was your father, you just want to be called Darth Jones. Jones. Yes, my dad was named Jones.
We found it! It's like staring directly at the moon. Well, we found what we came for. Now we just need to bring it to the henge.
Well done, Poppy.
What
This
started the
deal ended
Dartigan
up being
Jones
the right
thing, though,
game
like,
after
is
all.
a
good
name of a
thing, too.
character in a web
We
series
need
I was
every
making.
advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first.
Dartigan comes from like
We
the
should do as
Americanized
Doran
version of the
suggested
French
and
name
bring the
D'Artagnan.
moonstone to the henge.
Do I have a Discord? Yes, I have a Discord. You can scroll down and you click on the big Discord banner, or you can type !Discord into chat. There's a link right there for you.
Shall we?
We shall. If we leave now, we should make it there by nightfall.
Huge French literature fan. I just like the name D'Artagnan, but I didn't know how to pronounce it properly. That's all there was to it. It's like, that's a cool name.
That's the henge.
But it had
precisely where
weird spelling
Doran
with
said it
like
would be.
apostrophes and
But
you
now
know,
that we're here, I'm not
gnunge in
entirely
there.
sure
It's like,
how
oh, it's
to
pronounced
feel.
Dartigan, right?
We knew we were at the
So I
cave
went
for
with
the
that.
Moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to
50
expect
Shades
when
is
we
not
placed the
coming
stone
out
in
on
the
all the
henge.
time best-selling list for me. I'm pretty sure that is like one of the best-selling books of all time.
Whatever it is, it had better have to do with Snidgets.
The clock is ticking in that
How
regard,
effective would a
isn't
melee
it?
build
Let's
be
make
in
our way
Harry
down.
Potter world?
We're nearly at the end
It-
of this.
You could just learn defensive spells. I
I
mean,
think
I don't
that's
know.
it over there.
I mean, they have spells that literally kill you at a distance perfectly, so I'm not sure.
How's your gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran
Why
down.
not just fly over
She
there?
set up a
Go walk.
caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I still feel terrible that I'm the reason they went there.
Surely
Bible
she'll
has
be
a
pleased you've gone after the
4.4
Snidgets.
rating. Well, you know,
I hope
it's got a
so.
big fan base
Gran understands how
that don't really
important it
like
is
to criticize it much.
protect those who need it.
Hmm. Better question would be, Chad, how would the Witcher deal in the Harry Potter universe? He's known a lot of wizards and witches in his time. Or sorcerers, as they call them. And he's good at, there's a lot of magical beasts in his world, too.
We can safely say we know where the Moonstone goes.
Hmm?
Whoa!
Oh. That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the Moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one but 2 mooncalf dances. She'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on Highwing or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night Well, the night I met Highwing, actually
Go ahead.
I'd love to hear about how you and Highwing met.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed Highwing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
Merlin? I don't know what to say, Poppy. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you.
I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing,
I've killed a lot
I
of
flew
poachers.
straight
There's
for
a
her
very good
house.
chance I've killed her
How
parents.
brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
Only Steven Seagal were here, so what? He could like do his fake-ass martial arts and sell NFTs?
From everything I've seen, you're doing precisely that.
I've had a bit of help. I've never told anyone any of this.
I've made her
but
the
I'm
new
glad
Harry
that you
Potter.
know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
Just because there's plenty of orphans in the world. Hell, Voldemort was an orphan.
What was it like growing up in a family of poachers?
The thing I remember most was how much we moved around, always
think he's
chasing
an
the
orphan,
next
right?
big kill. It was
Steven
chaotic and
Seagal burn. It's
dangerous
very
and
easy to
nowhere
make
a
fun of
child
Steven
should ever
Seagal,
grow
though.
up.
It's very low-hanging fruit because he is a total piece of shit.
Do your parents know about the things you do now?
Steven
Saving that
Seagal
dragon
hurt
from
you,
the
Dart.
fighting
He
ring, for
exists and
instance.
is a terrible
We don't
person,
speak,
and I
or
will
rather, they don't
not
speak
budge
to
on
me.
this topic.
Last I heard,
He's a
they
piece
were
of
in
shit. Look,
Borneo trying to make their
He's got one
fortunes
good
there,
movie that's
at
Under Siege.
Comanches.
And like I said, that's
However,
because a
I
lady
wouldn't
jumps
be
out of a cake
surprised
in
if
it.
word has got back
And the
to
villains
them.
are actually also really
Some days
interesting.
a part of me hopes
He's,
that it
he's actually
has.
the worst part of the movie.
Now that I'm older, I wish I could talk to them, get them to see sense. But
I didn't know I
sadly,
had so
I
many like
suspect
Steven
that wouldn't
Seagal
do any
fans in my
good.
fan base. Like go to bat for him. No, Darting, I love his shitty acting and even shittier movies.
We were around so many poachers in the tent. Were you not worried about being
Tommy Lee, yeah, Tommy Lee
recognized?
Jones is like
poachers are
sells the
nomadic,
movie
and
better than
most
anyone
of
else.
the ones in the area
He's
aren't
just having
any
a
I'd
fucking
grown
blast.
up with. That said, I suspect someone must have recognized me. That's how they got to Gran.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat. If you collect the moonstone, I can make a quick drawing of the symbol for Doran.
Are you finished with
50
the drawing?
Shades is only
Just
popular because it was
barely.
risque and tried to provide a
I
window
think
into
the
BDSM
patterns
stuff.
of
But if you
bird.
ask some
At
people
least
who
that's what it
actually
looks
have
like.
experience in
Didn't the
lifestyle,
journal say the
it
key
feels
to
like it's
finding
not.
the
Oh yeah,
snitches
I've heard long
lies in the
known that it's
moonlight?
apparently not
Of
very
course,
representative of actual
that's it.
BDSM. It's
We
basically
need to show this to
reads like
Doran.
someone who's never
Not that
tried
I'd know where to
BDSM
find him
before,
at this hour.
and it's just imagining
Perhaps we
it,
should head back to the castle
like
and we
based
can
off
track him
accounts they've
down
read.
after a good night's sleep.
is what I was interpreted from people telling me about it. But it probably did get a lot of people interested into it. But hey, it just goes to show, like, yeah, women like being tied up. I don't know, I'm not sure what it goes to say, actually. I'm ready to leave.
Agreed. I'm ready to leave if you are.
But yeah, it started off as like the vampire fan fiction, right? The 50 Shades thing. It was like, you know, what if that is a Twilight fan fiction originally, and then it could turn its own big thing. What a world. Imagine you, chat, started writing fan fiction and became a multi-millionaire because of it. How many women do you keep tied up in your basement consensually? 2, and I don't have a basement. I live in a second floor apartment. It'd be kind of hard. Right, now we're going to do Grief and Vengeance. You're going to write a fanfic, make it steamy. That's all I ask of you. How would you feel if someone got rich off a fanfic they made of you? I'm not sure. Good question. I don't know if... am I entitled to any part of it? I don't know.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
I don't think anyone... I mean... Just because you write about me, does it... Yeah, I mean... I'd highly doubt it would ever happen. Seems like a weird thing to get rich off of. I'm sure I would
I have
benefit
been
in
meaning
some
to
way if
speak
it
with
became
you.
popular enough, regardless. Dartigan rang her bell. She perspires. Heart rate
I still can't believe we escaped the
enhances.
Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She
So you
likely
weren't
told
entitled to
other
anything? Would you
professors
try
and
to get something out of it? I don't
you
know,
tried
because
it
even
quickly.
if I didn't intently get anything out of it, if
Unfortunately,
someone
she
became
might, in
famous
fact,
because
have
of
been
me,
even less
I would still
forgiving
get
than I'd
increased
hoped.
publicity just because it's now being talked about and people want to see the original source. So I'd still probably like, alright, whatever. But I guess it depends on what they wrote about me. She should be proud of you.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry.
Did you ever beat that Michaela enemy
Officer Sinner
in
done
Blade
anything
Elden Ring?
with the
No, I
evidence
decided
we provided?
after
She has
spending
not.
so many
Harlow
hours of
is
the
as
game, I didn't want to
strong
beat my
as
head
ever.
against the wall for a long
Someone
time to
needs
get
stop
past her.
him. Whether it
Since
is
she's
us
optional,
or
I
Officer
decided once
Singer.
they come out with
If
some like
someone
good
had stopped the
DLC,
monsters
I'll
like
give it
him
another
in
shot.
Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
I didn't want. I was
What
kind of like
exactly
burnt out
happened
on
to
it
your
after like a
father?
month of playing the
It
game.
was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill,
Yeah,
and
yo,
so my
Melania
father and
blade
I
him
were
again.
galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck.
Good, what's up,
We
my
were
guy? How
on
you
our
doing
way
tonight?
home when we surprised a group of
Dartigan can
bandits
chat
who had come
brainstorm a
from our
fanfic
village.
and you finish
One
the
of
game.
them saw me just
I
as he
am a very
removed
talented
scarf from
individual
his
after all.
face. He shouted,
While I'm playing
then
this
aimed
game
his
and talking with
rifle.
chat, I'm
didn't want
also
you to
running a
identify him.
mental simulation of an
In
advanced
an
chess
instant,
game
my father bowed
with
his
Albert
neck
Einstein.
to protect me.
I'm
and was
winning,
hit.
by the way.
As he fell, my father changed back into his human form.
I just
When
took
the
one of his
bandits
rooks.
saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault?
I'm sitting
How
on a
so?
couch surrounded by
He
5
died
buff men. I
protecting
think I know where
me.
this is going.
If I had been capable
Your
of
atomic heart is only
protecting
25-ish
myself,
hours. Thank
he
God.
would
Yeah,
still
that's
be
you know,
alive
not a bad
today.
thing in my
My
opinion.
mother and I tried to go on without him, but it
I'm sick of
became too
games
much
trying to
for
be
us there.
incredibly
A few
long,
years
and
later,
which usually
we left
means
to come to
bloated.
Scotland.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would
Does
not
anyone know
want
if
that.
animagus get to pick what they
He
turn into?
and
No,
my
it's based
mother
on their
raised me to
personality.
believe that
Yeah,
it
that
is
was
a
actually a
privilege
question
to
that
be
came
able
up
to
in
fight
this
for
game with
those
this
who
girl.
cannot.
Hey,
I
GMC,
know
give the
there
sub
is
to
risk
I guy. Thank you,
involved,
GMC.
but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries
Speaking
a
of
great
subs,
deal.
there's going to be new emotes
She
coming
is
soon.
an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her
Hope
to this
everyone
day
will
that
enjoy
she
them.
did not see my father's death coming.
Commission,
misses
I think I
him.
got a few more days before she
As do
starts the
I.
commission up though.
So I believe on some level she
New
understands my
emotes?
need
Yeah, I'm
to
going to
seek
have up to
justice
6
in a
new
small
emotes.
way. But that does
Would have
not
only been
mean that
4,
she
but 2 of
likes
my
it.
old emotes got, taken down. So I had to I had to replace those. Better be a feet emote. I don't think there's going to be a feet emote, but loot goblin emote? Yeah, that's one of them.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've
Pretty
been
sure a
doing?
feet
Oh
emote would get
my.
banned.
That is a good
Just if my
question.
render emote got banned.
In theory, yes.
Is F key
Although he
emote gonna
would
be
worry
back? I'm
as
not
my
sure.
mother does.
I haven't
But
decided
I
on that yet.
think he, of all
I mean, the only
people,
way I
would
could do it is
understand
like
my
if I put
persistence.
press F,
My father
is
never
the
shied
text
away
press
from a
F in there
fight
because
for
you can't
good,
have
no matter
single
how
letter
ruthless
emotes.
the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing
So it'd have to
that I
literally
had
say
a
press F. That's a lot of
compatriot
words
like
to
you.
put into an emote. Has anyone came in and called you a transphobe yet? Not a single time. I was kind of disappointed in that. I was actually wanting that to happen a little bit deep down in the blackest part of my heart, just so I could okay, cracks knuckles. Time to go to town on this person. Never happened though. What do you think of the story? Actually, I feel the plot and characters are the weakest part of this game. Gameplay is solid, the world is solid to explore, but the plot and characters have really done nothing for me.
I'm sorry,
Which is the
Matthew.
opposite of what a Harry
I can't
Potter's
imagine
did,
what
which
you've
is
been
where they
through.
had good characters
Your
that were
father
interesting to
sounds
see how they, got about, and the rest of the world was kind of boring.
Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes.
How far in the game
I
have you made it? I
remember.
think I'm near the end, actually.
Rain does not fall
We
on
might
one
be
roof
finishing the
alone.
game tonight.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed.
I'm not near the end. I was gonna say they were, we
Thank
did
you
all 4 of the
again for
trials, and they
saving me.
said Ranrock is
deserve
coming to
all of the
Hogwarts, and we
praise
gotta
you
stop
have
him. That
received.
sounded like an end to me.
Revelio.
Alright, so now we gotta go deal with this. Meet Sebastian and Annie outside Fieldcroft. Where's my fucking mouse? Oh, that's weird. That is weird, chat. You see my mouse cursor here? It's controlled with the analog stick right now. If I move it all the way over here, it actually goes off my screen, and then I control the mouse on my other monitor, with the analog stick. I've never seen the game do that before. I could actually type a message into chat if I wanted, using my analog stick. Let me bring it back over.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
People consider this game a Game of the Year contender. I can definitely see it. It'll definitely get a nomination for it. This is a big year for games, though. You got this. You got a Silent Hill 2 remake. You got a Resident Evil 2 remake. You had the Dead Space remake. You got Final Fantasy 16. This possible Spider-Man game. Possibly Final Fantasy 7 2. I mean, they got Atomic Heart. There's a lot of shit coming out this year. So who knows what'll get it. Don't forget Zelda. There's Zelda. Yeah, there's that.
Sebastian, a lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you,
Are you
it's
going to
worth the
stream Atomic
risk.
Heart? Yes.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Veldcroft.
What? Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best. I'll be in touch.
Solomon can't take Anne from Feldcroft. Where would they go? When would I see her?
Sebastian.
I can't believe my uncle wants to leave Feldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time.
Time? For what?
I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark
Hey, thank you for the
sacrifices.
sub, Logical.
That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb.
More complicated than we thought.
So we have to get Anne to the catacomb and then conduct a sacrifice. Seems risky.
It'll be worth the risk. Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous. And we'll only give this a chance if he's on board.
And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, we could be expelled.
Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an Auror anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
Might your uncle report us to the ministry?
you
We're
think your
getting
uncle
all
would
this
tell
stuff
anyone at
this
the
year.
ministry
I'm
about
wondering
all of
what's in
this if
store
he
next
found
year.
out?
If he
I
found
don't know.
out,
Apparently a
I
lot
doubt
more
he'd go to
stuff.
the
I think,
ministry.
you know, the last
He
2
didn't
years
part
with the
ways with them
anomaly
well, from
because of
what I
COVID
understand.
slowing everything down.
won't
So
say,
now we're just
but I
more or less
believe
back to
his
what we
strong
should be.
aversion to
Maybe a little
dark
bit
magic
more than
has
we
something to
normally
do
get
with his
because a lot of
time,
stuff
though.
got delayed.
Anne thinks he once decided to fight fire with fire, so to speak, and resorted to using an
Do you care
unforgivable
about being
curse
expelled? I
and
mean, I've
fight
already
against dark
learned basically
wizards.
all the magic you
At
would
least
learn.
that's what she thought she heard. When he realized what his job had led him to become, he left rather abruptly. So,
Waiting for Stella
I'm
Blade. Oh
not
yeah,
sure
that
he'd go
game
to
with
the
the
ministry to
Korean lady with
report
a
on his
nice
own
ass.
family using dark magic now.
Good luck with Ominous. Until we meet again.
I shall let you know when the four of us should meet at the catacomb. Look for my owl.
Also that your
See you
Monkey
soon.
King game. That's been shown off several times now. That's not coming out this year, but I'm assuming next year. Black Wukong, what blue it's Wukong something, right? Black something like that. I forget the name. It's coming next summer. We'll see. Right, I guess all we got to do now is go do the main quest. Black Myth. Well, yeah, there we go. What would you rate God of War Ragnarok? I'd rate it pretty dang good. It was pretty solid. I liked it. I mean, it really was just more of 2008 God of War, but hey, that was a pretty good game as well. I mean, it had issues. I felt like the last act was really rushed, the whole Ragnarok stuff, and I really didn't like them, like, oh, that we're gonna like pretend like Kratos is gonna die, like that's even a problem for him, and then not even have it happen. Like, really? So that felt like a bit of a waste, but otherwise, still a great game. You're gonna go Hogsmeade for this? Alright. Wonder when the press have to hold hands game is coming out. I forgot about that one. I don't know. That's some kind of indie game, right? Head off to bed now. Just gone past 1 a.m. over here. Good luck. Hey, thanks for stopping by tonight, J Pepsi. Also, I think you joined the Discord too, right? Thank you very much. Hopefully you'll get time maybe to check out another stream in the future.
There's Ollivanders. I hope he can help me craft the Keeper's Wand.
Anne's worried. She said Sebastian
Fable
promised
3
her
was
that
the
I
first
would be there if she
hand-holding
went to meet him in
simulator.
the catacomb. But now
my
he's
brother
asking
in
her to
Christ.
join him
Let me tell
immediately
you
and to
about a
come
game
alone.
called Ico.
She says he doesn't sound himself. Meet us at the catacomb as soon as you can. I hope that my quill has conveyed my message clearly.
Would you please meet with me in the
I
great
got a whole new
hall?
list of stuff for these
I
people to
have
do
come
after I just
upon a
solved their
difficult
problems.
time, and I need a friend.
Hello, Mr. Ollivander. I wondered if you might be able to help me with something.
Good to see you, my young Ravenclaw friend. Allow me once again to express my family's gratitude. They were pleased to learn that the wand Richard Jackdaw disappeared with those many years ago had been located, even if it was somewhat unusable.
Glad to hear it.
Now, I received an owl from Eleazar, Professor Fig. He was a bit cryptic, said you need to have a special wand crafted, that you'd bring me the materials.
Yes, sir. I have them here.
Oh, my. How extraordinary. Remarkable design. I will be honest, I have never crafted a wand in this fashion. Repaired broken wands, of course, but this is something else entirely. Keeping me on my toes, aren't you? I think I can work with what you've brought me. Let me see what I can do.
Are you almost done with this game? I don't know. I'm assuming I am. We gotta be we're closer to the end than the beginning at this point.
It is done.
Ooh, fancy looking.
I should warn you, I've never seen a wand like this before. My suspicion, as Professor Fig implied in his letter, is that it serves a unique purpose. I doubt you shall find much use for it otherwise.
I understand. Thank you, sir.
Are you a hipster or a wizard? Is there a difference? They both likely smell bad.
I'm afraid you're on your own. I've ensured that we have a moment to ourselves. Oh,
How'd you get everyone in Hogsmeade to go inside?
No need for such theatrics. In light of what Ranrock now knows, you must agree that our interests are aligned.
Our interests will never be aligned.
You would let goblins take what is rightfully ours? The final repository belongs to wizard kind.
I detect
We would
racism,
be
chat.
fools not to work together.
Who is this guy? Some kind of criminal.
What's that you've got there? Might this sudden visit to the Wand Maker have something to do with our mutual pursuit?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That
Must be a
repository
grand.
is my birthright!
Charles Rookwood wouldn't have wanted you near it.
He's a bit of a I don't know enough like English terminology.
Should have known better than to try and reason with a child. I've always said, children should be seen and not heard.
What? That easy, huh? Hate your character more than the villain? What did he ever do to you? Isn't Harry Potter accused of anti-Semitism due to the portrayal of goblins? Yes.
Let's get this over.
You made a mistake. Another pitiful beast in my trap. You've made a grave mistake.
How much shit did you guys give me to throw?
You should never.
Arrest the momentum.
Stand and fight me.
Oh, you can't turn him into a barrel? Shit.
Expulso! Expulso! You listen quickly.
I'm just like dodging everything by doing twirls and throwing shit at people. It's free magic at this point.
Flash of inspiration.
You'd think they'd use some of these like yo horrible curses on me, but nope, they still don't know how to do them apparently.
How delightful.
It's supposed to be a tough fight because they've given me way too much shit to throw at people.
Best you can do. Defender. Come on, you're afraid to fight back. To your knees. You will pay.
Arrest the momentum.
Confringo.
Easy game.
You should have joined me.
Aren't wizard battle just saying funny words faster? Well, there's also a pizzazz to it. Oh, someone. Oh shit! Someone tried to. They only use a Vada Cadaver in the cutscene though.
We delayed the inevitable.
No more happy days for you.
Allow me to put you in.
Match for me.
Confringo.
I just put the boss under my control, or well, I tortured him actually. You will work for me though, right? Yeah. Oh fuck! I didn't realize my health was low. Shit. I hit. Thing is, I hit the bud to heal, but he didn't heal. I guess I was in the middle of an animation. That's okay. I should have got a checkpoint, right? I'm excited for Jedi Survivor. Yeah, I need to know when it's coming out though. Did I not get a... I didn't get a checkpoint. Fuck that.
Found ya. Incendiary out here. Incendiary.
Lamb to the slaughter. Had enough?
I'm gonna do all this fighting over again.
You're easier to spot than an eruption. Aha! Back some more. How embarrassing! No, don't! What ill fault, son?
Descendo. Imperial.
I am at your call.
There's so many words being yelled around chat. Started Elden Rings attacking some lame guy at a white mask, saying, "Oh, that guy, the maiden, this guy, he's a well-known character. A lot of people don't like him."
That's just the beginning.
Arresto momentum. Glacius! Mike!
Expulso! You will not survive this. You will pay for your sin. You're going to regret.
You should have joined me.
Yeah, the no bitches guy, no maidens, yeah. A lot of people kill him, but he gives you quest lines later, so maybe not do that.
Well done.
It's your playthrough, you do how you want to do it. Alright, let's do this.
Nobody will miss.
Hit him with all three of these.
Somebody paid attention to it.
I've never seen something.
Oh, he just got nuked. Literally just destroyed. In pieces even. Well, he was a great character. Thanks for all the memories, my man. Whatever your name was. He didn't really do much in the plot, did he?
For now, though, I need to get back to the map chamber and tell Fig what happened.
Is it me or is it UI? There is a lot of UI, yeah. A little bit of it. Return to the map. Did we kill him? He literally blew up and his pants came off. Yeah, I think he's dead. There's an option to go over to the dark side in this game. You will take it? No, I'm a good kid. We just murder man? He was trying to kill us with a Vada Kedavra. That's not murder, that's self-defense.
Victor Rookwood is dead. He confronted me as I left Ollivander's with the Keeper's wand. I had to defend myself.
I've killed hundreds at this point, though.
Are you all right? I know you're well able to defend yourself. I've seen it often enough. But Rookwood himself...
He would have killed me once he found the repository, if not before. I had no choice.
You're right. You had no choice. You did what you had to do. The wizarding community owes you a great debt.
Thank you for saying so, Professor.
What's sus?
I'm ready for what's next.
All right, then. The Keepers have been waiting.
You have completed all of our trials, and you have done so under circumstances even I did not foresee. You understand now why all of this was necessary. The portkey, the vault, the locket, the book, the trials. To ensure that one with the ability you and I share would make the same choice that San, Neve, Charles, and I did.
Now that you have witnessed my memory, you understand all that is at stake. Not everyone.
You're dying multiple times, decided to use the Joestar strategy. Yeah, he's pretty tough.
Light does not exist without shadow, nor shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Even the most well-meaning and competent amongst us cannot possibly know the consequences of manipulating what should be beyond our reach.
What lies in the repository must never be released. Resist the temptation to destroy or control it. The magic that you have so carefully honed must now be used only to protect the secret we keep. You have the wand. You will know when to wield it. We leave our legacy in your hands.
you think you'll play Wild Hearts? I don't know. I heard it's like really bad on PC right now, so I'll wait till it get, you know, fixed up. I don't know if I want to go do this just yet because I did get some more of that stuff I need to do with like
We can only hope that
my
we're
friends.
not too late, and that we find nothing but a repository undisturbed beyond this door.
Let's see, what is it my friends want me to do? Shadow of the Relic, talk to Omnis at the Catacombs, and finding... Let's go do this one real quick. We could enter the Keeper's Cavern. I guess we can do... Speak with Natty in the Great Hall. Haven't heard much from her in the way of next steps for taking down Harlow. Okay, this one seems like it'll take longer. We'll do this one first. Well, actually, this one's just a conversation, so we'll do that, then we'll go there. Will you be playing Road 96 prequel? I didn't know it was even getting another game. You mean that game I played where it's like you do the road trip stuff? I mean, that was a pretty good game, so maybe. I just get released, announced today. What's my favorite game? Usually it's either Deus Ex, Half-Life 2, or Final Fantasy 9. I would also, these days, put Resident Evil 4 into that mix, because I really like Resident Evil 4. It's called Mile Zero. It comes out April 4th. Yeah, I haven't even heard of it till now.
Lassie, is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind, and I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not
well, I didn't say I wasn't going to play it. I just said apparently the PC version is busted all hell. So maybe it gets fixed up.
With him. I miss Matty Belleland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
I'm sorry, Natty. I wish there was something
We're going to play Resident Evil 4 HD mod. I'm not sure if I'll have time, though. It really depends on if I have time.
Good days are good because of you. The bad days, however.
One of my biggest pet peeves in games,
less helpless if I could
bloat,
put an end to
bad
Harlow
pacing,
and the rest of Rookwood's
wasting my time with like stupid shit before you let me get onto the main quest.
And that will benefit
basically, a lot of my
years
biggest pet peeves come to feel like it's wasting my time to make me do something I'd rather be doing.
Peace. Each day he remains free.
Just killed a bird monitor. Good man.
Leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get him. I've never seen
glad that
so
I passed on the legacy.
Thank you. I believe we will get him. Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful.
Alright, now let's go deal with Damien, whatever he wants to do. Ominous in our boy Sebastian. See, even in the 1800s, wizards didn't see color. Just don't be a muggle. Most wizards don't hate muggles. It's just like the dark wizards who only like the idea the only wizards, like muggle-born wizards or witches, are not a good thing to them. But everything else is like, yeah, the muggles are muggles. My understanding of it. They hate muggles? I don't think that's the case. Well, maybe the dark wizards hate them, but most witches and wizards is like, well, they do like keeping themselves segregated from them, so there's maybe a little bit of animosity there, but I think it's just because, you know, humans tried to burn them a lot.
Hamlet and himself in danger on the chance that some old relic could help to heal me. I'm sorry, Ominous. Make sure he's all right, will you?
I'm glad you're here.
I received your owl. Where's Sebastian?
Inside the catacomb. Frankly, I was surprised you weren't with him.
Ominous.
Stop. You swore you wouldn't let Sebastian take this one step further. Yet here we are.
It's my fault. I was wrong. I thought he'd stop.
I should have stopped him before. Sebastian's in real trouble now. I'm going back into the catacomb to find him. Anne's right. He and the entire hamlet are in danger. The place is crawling with Inferi.
Inferi? What are you talking about?
You'll see. We need to hurry. Sebastian must not be in his right mind.
Okay. So we were going to go to the town to kill the Inferi, but I guess they're fine.
Last time we were here, this place was crawling with spiders.
I always find it weird when fictional stories make the whole witch hunts thing morally justified by making them real witches. Yeah, but I don't think it's still morally justified to burn people just because there might be a witch. It seems still a bit wrong to me. Just saying. Especially when they're just like friendly and like happy witches and wizards like in Harry Potter.
In the great room.
Oh, look at that monsters.
Levioso. Hey.
Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Yeah, I think this is the way we go, right?
There weren't this many Inferi before.
And there's no sign of Sebastian.
Bombarda. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Levioso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Confringo.
And this is a game that will really take a couple years out of your R1, your R2 trigger if you're using a controller. You spam that shit. Yeah, but seriously, how the fuck does he know anyone?
I was so
He's
worried about
blind, but he's
Sebastian, I
just
didn't
got
even
magical
realize.
sight. I don't
Anne's
know.
gone to get Solomon.
He just hears
When
them.
she first saw the Inferi, she thought Sebastian was being attacked. But then he showed her the relic and said he'd learned how to use it.
The carvings on the relic were Inferi.
I think that's enough Elden Ring for me
Sebastian
tonight.
somehow
I may be
created them.
taking the
Not
wrong approach.
exactly.
No, it just feels that
He's
way, trust me.
controlling them.
The beginning of any
This
Souls-like game is like that.
Powerful dark magic. Creating
will die a
Inferi
lot.
is incredibly difficult, but controlling them... As Anne and I frantically barricaded the Inferi to keep them from escaping, Sebastian kept mumbling about healing Anne. When Anne said she couldn't stay here, I didn't realize what she meant.
Solomon threatened to go to the headmaster if he heard of Sebastian dealing with dark magic.
I need to get to Hogwarts. I must get to Professor Black first. Twist the story a bit, make him think it's a family fight. I'll be back as soon as I can. See if you can talk some sense into Sebastian. Be careful.
I'm going to fight my friend?
How many Inferi are there?
Glacius. Arresto momentum. Depulso. Defender.
Voice actors are so bad. They're not bad. They're just not memorable. Hey, Recruito, thank you for your first time subbing, my man. Welcome. How you doing? Best friend became a villain? Oh, not predictable at all. Not in a Harry Potter game. Well, technically a Harry Potter game.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
And the bones are going a bit nuts.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
Yeah, I don't even need the other pile of bones. No, apparently I do.
Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
Can you form the fuck? This is. I like the idea of a skeleton bone bridge, but man, is it difficult to make it work sometimes.
Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Guardian
It
Leviosa.
should activate automatically when I put it in the gap, but nope.
Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
You want from me? There you go.
There's Sebastian.
Isn't this incredible?
You can control zombies. Magic stories are usually very black and white about dark magic. It's usually just, yeah, usually. There aren't too many examples of otherwise.
Sebastian,
I told you! The relic is the answer!
He's also a Slytherin.
I've been trying to reverse the dark magic that injured Anne, but this will allow me to control it. Just as I can control the Inferi.
control. I had to fight the Inferi all the way.
What have the two of you done? Accio relic!
The relic! You'll pay for this!
Oh, we gotta fight him? Oh.
Gone too far! I'm ending this now!
Oh.
That's relic. Save Anne. Confringo. Descendo. Confringo.
Leviosa.
Arresto.
Glacius. Defender. Confringo.
Sorry, good enemy gun.
Bombarder. Incendio.
This guy's literally trying to kill two kids.
Now you've gone too far.
Arresto momentum.
I think the zombies just keep coming, don't they? Alright, I'm gonna have to like take care of this guy.
Glacius. Defender. Confringo. Bombarder. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Sorry, it had to be done.
Potato. Stupefy. Confringo. Expelliarmus. You're supposed to defender.
Here we go.
Now you've gone too far.
Confringo.
Sorry, I'm in like total concentration mode right now, chat. Oh, fuck.
Confringo. Expelliarmus.
It had to be done.
Defender.
Levio incendia! Confringo!
Sendo.
Glacius!
Confringo. Benito. Confringo.
Okay, he's a way tougher fight than you would think just some putty guy would be.
Levio incendia! Confringo!
Oh, fuck.
Now you've gone too far.
Confringo. Expelliarmus, defender. Mr. Sallow, stop! How dare you! Arrest the momentum. Confringo! 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 Repulsor! Sorry, it had to be done. Accio! Defender! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Descendo! Lomeo Incendia! Potato! Repulsor! Descendo!
Even watching reviews for Velma feels like it sucked my will to live. Oh well, I haven't heard about it in a while. Some of the most bizarre and perverted piece of entertainment I've ever seen. It just made for you to hate it, is the problem. This is a bit of a noise fest right now, by the way. Oh shit. I don't think that big fire tornado is supposed to be in the cutscene. Yeah, I don't think that's supposed to be there. No, the teacher no, as his uncle actually. Oskapon for you, my friend. So, you know, the tornado really does set the scene, doesn't it?
You've made your choice.
And what have you done?
Suck, chat. Suck.
I must get out of here.
Yeah, let's please get out of... Yeah, they just kept going, didn't it? Yeah, someone telling me how that's supposed to work. Leave this room, chat. It's noisy. Okay, I'm not even there anymore. Stop with the fucking tornado.
Sebastian, wait!
Oh, finally. Stop. Silence. Was that the Fiend Fire spell that you'll...
Hold on.
I think it was, wasn't it? I don't think you learned that in this game. Hey Sebastian, can you teach me that Avada Kedavra? Who was that girl? That was Sebastian's sister, who's been trying to help with dark magic. He made a mistake, though. He killed his uncle in anger.
Why wouldn't you stop? I was calling after you.
And won't
Mission
survive this.
failed. We'll
She's
go next
ripping
time.
away, inside and out.
I don't know if I call
Solomon's
that a
never
mission
been there
failure.
for us. Not really. He gave up on Anne. I'll never give up on her. You saw him, didn't you? He was going to ruin her life.
But thank you for the
He
bits, by the way,
attacked us.
GMZ.
I had to use the killing curse. You know I did. If I hadn't known how to cast it.
Everyone should know that curse. I'm guessing I don't learn it if I say that. Fun fact, killing your uncle is called avunculcide, huh? Yeah, teach me that curse, will you?
He did attack us. You had no choice. It was brave, Sebastian. You clearly care more about Anne than your uncle ever did.
I knew you'd understand.
That isn't the answer I was expecting to come out of my mouth.
You did. I would have done the same, if I knew how.
I could teach you.
Yes.
No time like the present.
The killing curse won't be easy to master.
That's what they've said about every one of them.
You have to mean it. Hold your wand steady. Focus. The incantation is Avada Kedavra. Your intention must be clear.
And it looks like a lightning bolt. Of the dark side. You know, good wizards can use it too.
I can't stay here.
Avada Kedavra doesn't kill people.
Sebastian,
Wizards kill people.
Please, I'm not myself right now. Let's meet later at the Undercroft, all right?
Please meet me as soon as possible. I received an interesting owl.
Alright. I meant to put it here.
Joanna Bickle about Harlow.
I think I know where we can find Doran. Meet me in
Everyone
the
just
Forbidden
give me new
Forest
mail
and we
all
can
of a
tell
sudden.
him about the symbol the
What if there's a
Mooncastle
wizard version NRA that well, they're called unforgivable curses. I don't think so. They're illegal. So they weren't doing a very good job of keeping them real. Well, I guess they are. They're called the Dark Wizards in Voldemort. What game had the best side quests? I don't know. There's a lot of games that have good side quests, I feel. Alright, so what we got on the docket? It's in the stars. Meet Poppy in the Forbidden Forest, and then Harlow's last speak with. Are these going to conclude anytime soon? Horizon Zero Dawn is also not. Yeah, a lot of bigger. There's definitely a lot of games that have good side quests. This game has This game has a few good side quests, like these longer ones that I've been on, but that almost feel like their own little mini campaign. Are usually the better side quests.
And you say they made it after you placed the Moonstone?
Do you know why or what it means? Does it have to do with the Snidgets?
The breadth of one's knowledge can be as wide as the seas, and yet only run so deep.
It's good to see you again, Doran. Did Poppy tell you about everything that's happened?
She did, and I am glad to see that you are both safely returned. I did question the wisdom of sending you on a path at a time when that path was unknown at best, deadly at worst. But the acumen of the centaurs is neither personal nor partial. The skies tell us what is to come, and often we do not know what we have seen until it
I hear
has come
children
to
screaming
pass.
in my neighbor's apartment.
You knew the poachers would try
Kids
and
are
kill
loud,
Poppy
Chad.
and me.
I did not know, my young friend, but I shall say that I was not surprised. It was in much the same manner that I expected our first.
He's ripped. Yeah, which makes me wonder how someone whose lower half is a horse gets a ripped upper
I
body.
think Poppy and I could use that.
Of course. I find it is often the best place to start, is it not? Many, many moons ago, I divined a series of events. Their meaning
Political
long
party ever
evaded
turned you against
until you
it
brought
out of
news
spite
of the
from its
Snidgets
actions?
and their poacher
I've never really been aligned with either political
I
party. I've
believe
always
the
considered
symbol
myself an
created by the
independent, so no.
Mooncalf's dance marks the place the Snidgets are hidden. And serendipitously, I believe that I know the very place.
Please, go on.
I have seen that symbol only once, on a rock face in the cliffs of the forest. You should make haste there. The snidgets that have been kept there for so many years may no longer be safe.
You said you divined a series of events before our paths crossed. What were they?
I see people in
saw
chat
the
trying to come up with a
arrival of
workout routine for
stranger,
the
the threat
centaurs.
of an enemy, and the return
For the
of an
centaur
old
ladies, and would they have
I
normal
believe now
bods, or
that
I'm
you
pretty sure they're
are
half
the
horse too.
strangers. The poachers are the enemy.
Be awfully
and the
uncomfortable
old
if not.
friends are the snidgets. I also saw two places tied to these events. The cave with the moonstone and the henge. The latter was bathed in moonlight.
What makes you so sure the symbol is where the snidgets are?
I do not know. It is what I have read in the stars. Fortunes play out as they are intended. I am merely
Hey,
a messenger.
Minzy
I
Fox,
shall
thank you
say
for the
that
raid.
fortune favors us today.
This is your first time
That
raiding?
you would
Hey,
show
thank you.
me a symbol whose provenance I recognize is
I love
not
your YouTube. Oh, well, thank you.
coincidence, but fate.
Thank you for the raid, by the way. And also, you know, thank you for watching my YouTube stuff, apparently. Hello to your viewers as well. We're obviously playing the Hogwarts game. You know, we just got done watching our friend kill someone, you know, that was close to it. It was very, you know, emotional, I think. Our main character didn't react with a lot of energy. And now we're helping Animal Girl out.
I shall see you there.
I'm not sure if I'm beating the game
afford to
tonight,
lose
but I
the
would like to.
snidgets once again.
But I keep getting, you know, sidetracked with these people keep popping up letters in my mailbox. Also, GMC give it a sub to Minzy. Thank you, GMC. Alright, now let's go to Harlow's Last Stand. Maybe that finishes off Natty's. Oh, this is pretty far down here. Okay, right there. You're a VTuber. All right. It's been getting very popular recently. All right, chat. You have a new potential waifu in chat. Literally one who can actually talk back to you. I know my audience. I know they're into VTubers and anime. Dartigan is something of a VTuber himself in that I don't use any type of like on-screen avatar at all. Yes, I am definitely a VTuber in that sense. Who's groaning? Go talk to real women, chat. Don't let him take. Well, VTuber are real people. They're just, instead of a face cam, they have an anime avatar. But hey, hopefully that's actually working for you. A lot of people are doing it these days, so I'm guessing it's highly competitive. Gonna say good night, Dort, as I'm gonna go watch the next last. I can't compete with The Last of Us. Why they had to pick Sundays? Huh? Well, Sundays. But I hope it's a good episode now. I'll probably still be streaming when it's over. I mean, it only lasts like, what, an hour? Also, thank you for the 100 bits, Logical.
Are you ready to finish?
Maybe I'm just having a great time. Looking forward to your next vid will be on this game, actually. I just released a Dead Space vid a couple days ago. Send me, if you're on Discord, send me a link to your stream. I'll check it out sometime. I need to have a VTuber friend. I need to in on that community. Right now I'm an outsider. But as a streamer, I gotta keep all my doors open.
I'm ready to finish Harlow once and for all. What is your plan?
I received an
Oh, you're an
from
outsider in
Mrs.
the VTuber community.
She wondered if we were
That's alright, I'm an
having
outsider in the
luck going
YouTuber
after
community.
Harlow. Suggested we could gather
That's seriously, I'll try to
evidence
check
from
out
a
your
friend
stream at some
near
point.
Manor
Maybe
Cave.
raid you back.
Us to stay out of it.
I like to I
Was
prefer
rather
to always like
adamant about
raid people who have raided me.
Harlow
As a way
knows
of
that
paying
we
it forward.
saved Archie,
Or I mean paying it
and
backwards.
that we
Whichever way
rescued
term of
Mr.
phrase I'm
Wade.
using. Yeah, just send me a link or something.
The letter didn't come from Mrs. Bickle.
MooTubering, new genre.
It did. Harlow intends to ambush
Adobe
us.
strikes again.
But
Didn't
now
do it to me.
we have the upper hand.
There was a problem with Adobe.
We are
What is it?
stronger than Harlow,
What
and
happened
he
to the
knows
Centimer?
it.
Oh, well,
That's why he's
that wasn't the
resorting
well.
to
The
this
problem
sort of
was that I
trickery.
was so convinced,
must go.
concerned that Adobe was, auto caption system was going to put a racist word in there when it heard me say the word necromorph, because it did a couple times. Then at the very end of editing, I was so focused on making sure all the text didn't say anything terrible and get me canceled that I forgot to put the clock on there. Not that it really matters. The stupid clock doesn't really add anything to the video, and I've debated removing it for a long time. So it not being there is just it's an accident, but it doesn't really change any part of the video. Unlike, you know, the necromorph word being turned into something racist would have. Yeah, I had to be very careful that, you know, Adobe was trying to, you know, sabotage me. I wonder if I could have sued them. If that would have happened.
Agreed.
That's
Let's
hilarious.
finish
It's
this.
just, you know, just the oddities that happen when making
Hallow's
YouTube
reign
content, you know?
ends today.
Perhaps we ought to inform Officer Singer of our plans.
I already sent her an owl to let her
You
know
can probably
that we
guess
were
of what it
following
kept
a lead
replacing the word
given to us by
necromorph,
Mrs.
based on what necro can sound like.
You might tell your mother.
Indeed she will, but so be it. I am tired of hiding it from her. My mother
Wait, so
needs to
corrected it to
understand
the
that I will
N-word?
not
Yeah,
be
it
safe from
thought the word
Ashwinders
necro
until
was me saying
everyone
the
is.
old-timey N-word.
I shall
You know, the
pursue
one
them
that, you
until
know,
they
your
are finished.
grandfather might
And I
have
think
said.
she knows that.
And because he thought it was
As do
unoffensive.
you.
That I do.
And sometimes I thought the
Keep
word
an
morph
eye
was
out.
moron, so it
Hallow
was
is
even
likely
worse.
around here somewhere.
It's almost a true
sense
gamer
he is
moment.
close.
Necromorph.
I
Necromorph.
do not know. We should look around.
Revelio.
Have some plants.
Incendio!
Petrificus totale!
Potato!
Oh yeah.
I've never seen such
Killed some fool. My friend doesn't, you know, notice everyone got shocked when Sebastian used it, and no one cares when I use it. Tag you in the archive stream channel. I have to get back to the con. Alright, understood. Archive stream channel? Or I mean I'm not sure what that is actually. I'm a little confused. If you're on Discord, just send it to me on that if you can.
What do you think you have? People in this way.
You fat fingered. Also the live stream channel. Okay, that'll work. I'll check it out.
Made a great mistake.
They got what they deserve.
There's enough bloodshed for you, my friend. Thought you manually typed your captions. I did for a while, but recently I've been using Adobe's auto caption system,
Little Nat Sayonara,
which is
innit?
for the most part pretty good,
And
but
her
I do have to go through and correct it when it mishears me.
loyal companion. You two have done quite a bit of damage to my business interests. But I must grudgingly give you some credit. What was once a mere annoyance
I remember
has
last. I
become
noticed my view count
remarkably
dropping as people go to watch
problematic.
The Last of Us.
Fortunately, I pride myself on my
You guys are giving me another
problem-solving
reason to
skills.
dislike The Last of Us now, you know. Can I just like insta-kill you? Yeah. What a boss fight. Wait, I hit him with a Vada Kedavra. Oh, he's trying to now too, huh? But he should be dead. This man is... I thought Harry was the only one who ever survived a Vada Kedavra. He survived too. This is unfriendly to the lore. Also, thank you for the 100 bits. Why would he try to use that spell of all spell?
No!
That doesn't kill though. You know, all these side quests with my friends are ending with their deaths, it seems. Still here, Dart? The Last of Us ain't going anywhere, huh? So my Avada Kedavra didn't actually kill the man, and then a Crucio killed her. Or maybe just made her comatose. Crippled her, I guess. Like a real Harry Potter story.
Are you sure you are up for a visitor?
Yes, Mother. I feel fine, and it will do me good to see my friend.
Very well. But do not overdo it, Natsai.
I know, Mother.
I think that's the end of Natty's storyline, though.
It is good to see you, my friend.
I'm glad to see you're doing so well.
I am doing better than it appears. I am only here because my mother insisted, just to be safe. I was relieved when she told me that you were all right.
What are you thinking?
What on earth possessed you to do something like that?
I don't know, but what other choice
Why do people
did
write
I
scenarios
have?
like that?
You were
Because
in
they're
danger.
just looking for
I'm
easy
sorry,
drama.
Matty. It's my fault you got hurt.
What? No. Do not blame yourself for this. The moment that I saw Harlow aim his wand at you, well,
You just acted.
You did what came naturally.
I suppose it was instinct. Yes. I could not simply stand there and let you get hurt.
Then I shouldn't feel guilty.
Of course not. There was nothing that you... Oh. Oh my.
Yes, you could.
I cannot believe that it took me this long to see it.
Hmm?
He made a choice based on instinct. My father, you, my friend, are no more to blame for my injuries today than I am to blame for my father's sacrifice years
she
ago.
made a realization.
From what I know of him, it seems there's a lot of your father in you.
That's very kind of you to say. I hope that you are right. This has all been a bit
The
much,
clues?
hasn't
Yeah,
it?
well, she just made a realization.
Taking down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot. But we have done it. Rookwood is dead, Harlow is on his way to Azkaban, and the rest of them are on the run. A few of the dregs will still be about, fighting for their lost cause. But Rookwood's enterprise has fallen apart.
Everything is safer now because of us. Because of you.
Thank you, but we make a formidable team. You, my fellow traveler, have enriched my time at Hogwarts beyond anything I could have imagined. Thank you. I believe your friendship to be one of the most important in my life. Thank you for coming to visit me.
Quest
It is
complete.
always good to see you.
Fuck, doing that sound bit in text form, huh? Well, I'm not gonna read it out. That sounds weird. Kids are not like this way. This is 1890 when kids were men. You know, or at least that's what all my conservative friends on Facebook like to say. They were tougher. Men were men back in these days. They weren't. All right. Okay. We got. God, these keep coming. All right. I guess we can meet Sebastian the Undercraft. Go do that. Then we can go do the bird in the hand. I always like reminding people who like to make that argument, like, oh, back in those days, men, people are stronger. They'd be ashamed of their descendants. Like,
How inconvenient travel
they were all
was before
starving
I
and sickly, and they would
invented
love to have what we have. You don't know what you speak about. Also, they were shorter, lived shorter lifespans, and everything about their lives was terrible. Aristotle was complaining. Yeah, I know. It's always like it's a long-standing like historical tradition. The elders complain like kids these days. I mean, it's kind of weird. I wonder what exactly would be the difference between Aristotle and the kids that he was seeing growing up. And I mean, like, oh, these kids playing with their wooden toys. Back when I was a child, we just skipped rocks. What do they think they're doing? Playing with wooden dolls. I don't know. What would they actually be the difference? There wouldn't be much of a change in life between generations back then. And we had to share the rocks. We had to go fish them back out of the lake. Said they never stood up when their parents walked in their room. Ah, classic right there. Kids just not respecting their elders. Back and I'm eating foods. What'd you get? Tasty?
She's devastated. She just buried your uncle.
alone. I did it for her.
Sebastian, Anne can't bear the thought of turning you in, but...
What? Turn me in? She saw what happened.
I'll give you some time to think, Sebastian.
Turn me in?
Where you going, buddy? There's nothing over there.
Sebastian.
Did you hear that? You saw what happened. I never wanted to hurt my uncle.
I know.
I can't believe he's gone. How did things go so wrong? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to... Oh, Anne, I was only trying to help. I can't leave now. Anne needs me more than ever. You understand. You can talk to Ominous. Make him understand. He listens to you. I need to be with Anne.
I don't know what to do, Sebastian.
You don't know. You do know. Anne has no one. I regret everything I did. I know what I did was wrong. I only hope she can forgive me. That everyone can forgive me.
I don't think that's how that
what
works.
Happens from here. I'm glad we met.
Poor Sebastian.
Anne is his sister.
Ominous?
What a mess. I can't believe it. After I last saw you, I went straight to Hogwarts. Before I had time to talk to Black, I heard from Anne. I rushed to Feldcroft and found her with Solomon's body. She was beside herself with grief. Part of her wants Sebastian to face the consequences, another part can't bear the thought of it. I don't want to lose Sebastian, but I don't think we have a choice.
Should turn Sebastian in. We must not... I don't know. What do you think, chat? He did murder his uncle. Killing family is a pretty bad crime. Let it slide. I mean, we don't have too many friends there. Don't turn him in. Maybe he can redeem himself. You know what? We don't want him to go full Dark Wizard. And also, he's a minor. What's actually going to happen to him? You don't get sent to Azkaban if you're a minor.
We do have a choice. What good will it do to turn him in now? He clearly regrets everything. He's not going to do anything like this again.
We've both heard that before.
But we also need to think about Anne. She's lost her health, now she's lost her uncle. Do you really want to take her brother away from her too?
I understand what you're saying. Perhaps you're right. As much as I believe that Sebastian should pay for his actions, we'd only be punishing Anne as well. I hope we're doing the right thing. I'll talk to Anne. If it comes from me, she'll agree with this decision.
Thank you, Ominous. You're a good friend.
Whatever lies ahead, we must face it together. That I know.
This isn't real life, so we can forgive straight up murderers. Well, I mean, I literally like used Avada Kedavra just a few minutes ago. Though it didn't kill him, so I guess I got a loophole. All right. Okay, so I think the only thing I can do now is like my main quest. No, bird in the hand. Meet Poppy. So I'm guessing this will be the end of her quest line. The guy's an absolute unit to survive a spell that kills people. Then he also got hit, he technically got hit with it twice because we reversed his Avada Kedavra back onto himself. Harry Potter ain't got shit on him with his like mother's love spell.
Your field guide.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
But that's the problem of having like an insta-kill spell in a game like this. That's also the reason why the actual enemies can't use it against me outside of cutscenes like that.
Levioso. Glacis.
The person, I think, turning someone into an explosive barrel and then killing them is just as bad as a Vada Kedavra. Speaking of, like, I think I can level up. We got talents, right? Yeah. What's the talent for the Vada Kedavra? Killing an enemy with a Vada Kedavra kills all cursed enemies. That is almost broken. Gotta get that. Mega Vada Kedavra. Time to go get some fresh and get some fresh air. Be right back.
How remarkable.
So are you, something terrible going to happen to you as well, Poppy? Like that has happened to all the other two. These long side quests aren't going well for you guys.
Did you see the symbol above the entrance? It's the one the Mooncalfs made at the henge. Of course Doran implied as much, but to see it up there.
Could this actually be where the Snidgets are hidden?
Let's find out. Doran's waiting for us just up ahead.
I'm ready if you are.
Can you believe it? Actual Snidgets. I'm glad we seem to be a step ahead of the poachers.
It is a little strange we haven't heard anything from them.
If we're lucky, they're still poring over Gran's research. There was a fair amount.
They're following you.
We, on the other hand, had Doran to guide us. Even if the poachers do somehow stumble upon this place, we shall be long gone.
Can you jump? I can't hear you over there. Oh, we got kitties. I've already got some kitties, though. She'll get eaten or some shit. There's a very real possibility.
Greetings.
I hope we haven't kept you waiting long, Doran.
Not at all. Then again, it is not I who awaits your arrival. Do you have the Moonstone with you?
We do.
Good. It is as important to what happens next as both of you are.
So, what does happen next?
You know there's a big-ass spider over there, right?
Pillars here?
A safeguard, I suspect. There is only one way to find out. And as for how to go about that, the two of you may know better than anyone.
Accio.
Oh, I see the shadow telling me what time to point it to. We need it pointing. Long hand pointed toward this symbol right here. I think. Yeah.
I wonder if the pillars
And
move.
then one pointed toward the little flower symbol, which is where?
Accio.
Okay, maybe this is reversed.
Revelio.
What?
Accio.
Perhaps it has to do with the light in the darkness.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. Maybe I got the wrong ones pointed at it.
Expelliarmus!
So 300 bits. 10 points to the Brotherhood of Nod. Okay, sure, why not? What's... Like, I'm wondering if this this one should be pointed towards. Maybe it needs to be this one. I didn't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Perhaps it has to do with the light in the darkness.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I just gotta make the shadow here point at them. Is that not correct?
Revelio.
That feels like that should be correct.
Perhaps it has to do with the light in the darkness.
I got the same symbols lit up. I've got the same shadows. Maybe, or maybe I just need it. All right. All right. Let me change these around. Maybe it needs to be this one pointing this direction. Oh, shit. Well, that's what I've got, game. I've got your solution that you got painted on the wall over there.
Revelio.
Is anyone else like looking at this like he's definitely got it? Or are you just like, damn, he's stupid? I mean, look at my logic. I see it's got those two things lit up, and I have them lit up on this floorboard with the same clock hands. Only thing I could think of, it wants this symbol, but that one's looking in the wrong direction. It's up the wrong, it's upside down. But I'll try it out. Maybe that's what it wants.
Perhaps it has to do with the light in the darkness.
Really? It's not? Okay.
Doran, a doorway.
I
Boarded.
suspect we all know what lies beyond that passage. And now, I'm afraid I must leave. At least for a time.
Are you gonna betray us, Duran? Something's off about
If
you.
the Snidgets are here, the herd will want to see the truth of it for themselves. Alec especially. Go on without me. I will rejoin as soon as I'm able.
Something suspicious going on with that character. I need to make my little Kalkini outfit an emote. I recommend highly Kalkinis. It's an underutilized fetish. Highly recommend. Your viewers will definitely be, you know, thank God they got the message. This is a certified Bill Clinton class. You're still going on with that one, huh? Is that one random dude at the Game Awards become your favorite person of 2022? Like he will live in infamy.
Look at the murals on the wall. They're all creatures. This place must have been built to protect them.
I love it. I was making one to make a valid hot tub stream.
What makes you say that?
You've got the meta down then.
Camps always felt oppressive.
Revelio.
It's hard to explain, but the feeling
Chat's always wanted me to do hot tub streams too for some reason, even though I don't have a hot tub.
The sense I get here
Or you an on-screen visualization of myself.
opposite of the poacher camps.
Puffimmy as surprise cock. I have Bill Clinton classic. That is such a weird sentence, but it's technically truthful. Filipino food is pretty tasty. What's some give me an example of Filipino food. I'm assuming spicy. I mean, it's Southeast Asia. Of course it's gonna be spicy. Lumpa, ponsit, thick, rich, buttery, and savory. You're good with those adjectives and adverbs. You know what? Forget what your language teachers tell you, chat. Use as many adverbs as you like. Or, you know, adjectives too.
Levioso.
Pancit is a type of stir-fried dish with many oodles of very tasty noodles. Okay, how much fun did you have writing that sentence with oodle and noodle? Or did you clap yourself on the back like, yeah, I came up with a sentence there, didn't I?
Confringo.
Nice shooting, Tex.
Compulso. Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos.
Confringo.
I'll wager this isn't the dead end it seems to be. But how to get through?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Revelio.
Lose the forbidden power.
Confringo.
Do I have a yeah, that needs what?
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You're more of a mass effector. And Puff's more of a Dragon Ager. I'm more of a... I got you both beat. I'm a Jade Empire. Yeah. I go back... Or a Knights of the Old Republicer.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
A lot of people have not, I really do need to stream Jade Empire on the stream at some point. I feel like not enough people have been exposed to that game. How you almost finished this game? Is game good? That's a lot of questions to ask, but I will try to my best. I'm good. I think I've almost finished the game. Is game good? Game is solid, yeah. Pretty alright. I have some complaints, but no major ones outside the plot being a little... Plot could be better.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Revenge of the Sith on PS2. Well, I remember playing it on the Xbox. It's really Revenge of the Sith. Like Knights of the Old Republic was the reason I got an Xbox actually. Well, I say I got an Xbox, so it was the reason I asked my mom to get an Xbox. To make sure I got that, you know, historically accurate statement. Mom, can we get an Xbox? I want to get a game. I want to get that, please. Hey, did this work? Are these good? I didn't hear like see anything happen when I put them in place. Assuming it did.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo.
Knights of the Old Republic is a game that deserves a next... They are remaking it. What are you talking about? Did you not hear about that? Good news for you, Courage. They are actually remaking Knights of the Old Republic. Didn't they cancel? They delayed it, I believe.
Revelio.
You missed the Dart Lore? Did I give Dart Lore away? Shit. Who else is gonna add it to the Wikipedia? Since when? Yeah, there's like a trailer for it, actually. There was like, not like any like gameplay trailer, but there's like an announced trailer. Oh, wait a minute, there's another one here. Wait, why are these gone? What the fuck? Why'd they despawn? I'm confused.
Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
Yeah, they just for some reason despawned and like went back to their original positions.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Still have no idea what they're doing. It looks like there's like a passage this way,
Revelio.
but nothing opens up. Maybe I put them on opposite sides?
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Yeah, these things do nothing as far as I can tell, and they despawn as soon as I walk across the room. So if I'll get moving on.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Confringo. Lumos.
Lumos. Lumos.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Whoever built this place certainly liked to read.
And the books are all about creatures.
Your gran would love it here.
She would. I can't wait to tell her all about it.
That all I came in this room.
Revelio.
Okay, that weird ass puzzle is what I have to do.
Lumos.
Lumos.
You can get Jade Empire on Steam. Well, that's the thing. I own it on Steam, but it doesn't run. It just crashes. I even owned it on GOG because I figured the GOG version would work. Crashes there too. So there's probably like some kind of fan patch I need to download somewhere. Really, no, yeah, sometimes old games are just like that. They're like, they will, no matter what you try, they just do not want to work.
Confringo.
But I'm sure there's like a fan patch in existence somewhere that someone's had the same issue, like put it together. So I just need to look for that. It's the same thing. I also wanted to, stream Deus Ex Invisible War because I think that's a very, considering all the work in AI being done recently, it's a very relevant game to stream. Even though I'm not a big fan of Invisible War, but still kind of want to stream it. But that's also another game that doesn't work. Okay, I need this puzzle to fucking work as well. Speaking of things that seem broken. Place the Steam DLL file in the game's directory as up. They said in like the Steam forum of it. Why is this so heavy?
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
I hate... Okay, this is something that's becoming a problem. If you leave a room, not even like go very far, all the elements of the room seem to reset. Like this box keeps disappearing from where it goes. Those two block things leave. What are these things? Are these dice? I like it.
Wingardium Leviosa.
My copy of Old Republic on Steam. I need a patch to run. Yeah, that's how there's sometimes blue games would be. Get down here. Oh, the other one. Going the other way. Wait a minute. Do I gotta put these on it, then cast a spell on it? I like ice and... Oh, I think that's what I gotta do.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Alright, so...
Confringo.
There, see, brain activated. Neurons were in, you'll finally shifted into place.
How clever. Look at this place.
That seems to be the first fix I see, yeah. Actually, there's a couple times those fixes don't work for everyone, though. It depends on what operating system you're on. Sometimes the fixes are out of date. You need one for, like, whatever new operating system that's running. The issue I've run into before.
Revelio.
What was that?
Poachers, oh. Hello, poacher.
I'll pick your pockets up here. Not the brightest child. Irondale's not half as tough as it sounds.
Confringo.
What is this?
Defender. Expelliarmus.
Where'd it go? Feisty little pony.
Bombarda.
Good, what? Use the killing curse? Oh, what?
Ready your war. The fight is only just.
Glacius.
Oh, fucking jump on the wolf.
Miserable.
Two for one. Oh, all three of them in one go. Oh, shit. Multi-kill. Lexi not totally missed.
You're embarrassed. Ridiculous.
So much British yelling, the most British yelling there's ever been, in fact.
What's that?
I think that was all of them.
Are the two of you unharmed? I had hoped to return before it was too late.
We're fine.
Much
but
death
you hadn't got
from
here
my
when you
child
did.
hands.
I
You
let
kill a
them
lot
hear
of...
it, Dora.
Guys, you remember how sensitive Bully had to be with its violence and make it all childish, like throwing firecrackers and sneak bombs at people? Because you were just playing like a 15-year-old. This game is like, fuck that. You're gonna play a kid who kills everyone.
Finish your work.
And no one's gonna care.
All the events you
Revelio.
My body count as a 50-year-old student is very high. Alright, we'll just open the door. Harry Potter became really grimdark around the 5th. Yeah, but Harry himself didn't really kill anyone from my recalling of it. Even Voldemort tentatively ended up kind of killing himself.
There they are.
Every time I joke, you get called out. What did you get called out on? Frodo's bottle count has to be in the double digits by then. Frodo,
You want
killed some
us
orcs,
to...
didn't he? Harry's never killed anyone. Yeah, that's what I recall.
I only ever wanted to see them safe, which they are. You should do it.
Scramble them. Make a nice meal. Burb.
Merlin,
Kill.
they're lovely. But what happens now? They can't care for themselves, and surely once word gets out of their reappearance...
No harm will come to them. The centaurs will see to that. You have my word.
Thank you, Doran, for helping us to find them and to fight for them.
It is you who deserve.
Does the game have a main storyline? No, yeah, it has a main storyline. We were just finishing up these really long, like, side quests that kind of run the length of the game as well. Who's that centaur? He is the leader of the centaurs. He's a nice man. He's going to take care of baby birds.
Bravely today. Allow us to carry the mantle from here.
Doctor, I think I've discovered why everyone's always there's animosity toward you. It's because you write the sentence like, who the fuck is this centaur motherfucker? Like, Jesus, man. You're looking for an answer. It's like every sentence that you make usually sounds antagonistic. Alright, so. Oops, yeah, so he's like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? It's like, Jesus. We're just being kind to the baby birds. Okay, so I guess now it's all those we got on the board, so now we need to go back to, like, the main quest. You guys have fun with birds? I gotta get out of here. Our chat's own Samuel Jackson. You need the right tone of voice, I feel, for that. It's gotta be a very cinematic motherfucker. You're out. You have a good night, Doctor. Do you think the folks in this game are good at playing Magic the Gathering? I think they'd find that comical, right? It's like, why would I pretend to use magic with cards when I actually can? And these people's idea of a good sporting event is Quidditch. They have no idea of taste when it comes to actually entertaining sports. Also, logical, I would question how so many parents overlook their kids dying at this school, but I live in the US, so I understand. Yeah, but this is in Europe, where they have different standards, so I don't know. It's a true mystery. Maybe they just accept the high mortality rate. Alright, let's go stop a goblin invasion. Actually, before I do this, let me make some more potions, because I only got 8 of them on me. Almost forgot that. That's my... yeah. Could be an issue if not. Need some posh, chat. Low on posh. Yeah, I'm surprised they're even allowed to carry wands over here in the magical UK. You can't even carry a knife or anything over there these days, from my understanding. Like, you are licensed to that one. Unregulated, is it? I only make 1 bottle of... God, I hate this. Let me make more than 1. The storyline with that kid and his sick sister finished. Well, he ended up killing his uncle, and then we said we weren't going to turn him in, so I'll see if it's finished. They give me another mail. The other 2 are finished, though, I feel. So his might be the only one that's left for something. Albion is coming for your wants. And the uncle was trying to kill us. I wasn't sure if he's trying to kill us, or just take us in. Was he our fringe shot first? He didn't catch us raising the dead. Well, he caught his nephew raising the dead. Finished him killing his uncle was the climax of it. We had one last discussion in the Undercroft about whether we turn him in or not. I chose not to, so I didn't know there was anything left after that or not. If so, then I guess all 3 of them are finished up. Let me get the 20 posh of these healing potions. Let's make 18, 19. Do anything else like one of these Thunder Brews? Yeah, make me a Thunder Brew. Lucky, how you doing? Welcome back. Reduces the drinker's spell cooldowns. Reduces the drinker's spell damage for a limited amount. Yeah, sure. Maybe one of these. These potions would be very easy merch to sell to Potter fans. Well, yes. Hey, buddy Dartigan. All's well. How are you tonight? Well, I think we finished up those side quests with the students, and now we're on to, focusing on the main quest. I was just making some posh before I go in, though, in case I end up needing it. And we got raided by a VTuber who I've made friends with, and now I'm gonna probably raid her in turn, or him, I'm not sure which one, actually, at some point. Let's see, don't really need invisibility. VTuber, is that an AI? No, that's a person who uses an anime avatar. They said they have a Kalkini, so probably turn it on that logic on its head, huh? So you need to sell stuff before you continue. Actually, I think my inventory is pretty low, actually. I didn't really pick up much treasure tonight, but maybe I do, actually. I'll make one of these another of these Maxima potions. What do I got? I got one Maxima. I'm brewing a second. I got 3 Thunderjaw. I don't really need invisibility. Got 5 of those, 1 of those, none of those. Yeah. Great, just got in from seeing all my theater company friends from grad school. They had a prop costume set piece giveaway. So I got to grab some of my old costumes. What kind of costumes did you grab? I really dislike the length of potion crafting, chat. It's kind of like ridiculously long. There's a reason why I haven't fiddled with it much. As for gear, actually don't really want to change anything since I've applied like upgrades to some of this stuff. And I'm pretty sure everything, and there's some higher status ones, but it's just like no traits, and I've already used up a lot of animal products for it. Thankfully, most of it is kind of crap anyways. I guess we'll go sell that off real quick. Use the money to buy more posh.
Some exciting news to share.
Sorry, Deke, I ain't got time for your side quest. Minzy Fox, just vibing on Valheim. You play Valheim, do you? I've got over 300 hours in Valheim. My chat doesn't like Valheim, but I got a little bit addicted to it. Dart talk about Posh? Posh, yes, Posh. Short for potion because it's just a cooler way of saying it. I just learned how to put my avatar into. Oh, so you're just learning how to play it. Okay. Be careful. That game will get you. Like it'll suck you in. Oh no, you're addicted? Oh, okay. Oh, are you putting like your VTuber avatar into the game or something? I've seen some people do that. Maybe oh, okay, okay. So you're personalizing it.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all.
I'm here to sell you clothes. We'll keep this stuff because it's higher level, but not by much, just in case I decide to. You have a deathly fear of deep water, so I rarely venture off island. You kind of have to eventually, though. But how many hours have you got in that? Because like I said, I've got like 300 in it. I still haven't played it. I haven't played it recently after like the recent update, but I did put a lot of hours in. Where can I post a screenshot? I can't alone, and I can't alone. I forgot. You mean of your game? If you're on my Discord, there's like a photo and art section, so you can just post it there if you like. Alright, time to go. Now that we've taken care of all of our side business, let's get on with it. When it's okay, it's already addicted you then. if you got 172 hours in it. Speaking of water, how good is your swim game? Non-existent. I can't really swim. I've tried to swim. I just sink. I don't know what. Maybe I got dense bones or something, but I cannot make myself float. I don't know what it is. I'll follow all the tips for swimming, like you kick your legs, you know, in a motion, like fill your lungs with air, but I still just float. All right, here we go. Keeper's Cavern time.
I should hope that the enchantments protecting the castle would protect against an incursion from below.
I fear they may not. Although, if they don't now, I can assure you they will in the future.
Were you able to reach Professor Weasley?
Zimmerman, I think it's really the bone density. There are people with denser bones. I actually read one time about a family who had in their genetics, their bones are incredibly dense, so they don't actually get bone breaks, very rarely. Oh shit. But they actually can't swim as well because they just sink more likely.
Let's go.
100 hours in Ark. Oh my god. Well, the goblins are here. I thought we smashed up that drill.
If his loyalists are here, he cannot be far behind.
You and I have faced worse, Professor.
Oh yes, you and I. I think you mean specifically I. Professor's been sitting back here doing nothing, just advising me.
Renrook will be pleased with our progress. Trolling this area is not quiet and crap. You little moon cow. You can't stop. Let's get this over. There's cover up boys coming back this way. Not quite.
Well, I nearly died. Goblins are really fucking tough now all of a sudden.
Must be here somewhere. This drill stands between us and him. We need to move it.
I shall handle it. One moment.
Oh, damn, Professor. Can't remember the hours I had in any BioWare game. I know I gave a lot of them to them. RPGs usually demand a lot of hours. Oh, he's got armor on. Okay, the Avada Kedavra time. No one's gonna blame Avada Kedavra use here. And this one gets mind control. You were on my side. Oh, Avada Kedavra ain't up yet. You know, I don't think Avada Kedavra is such a bad curse. Seems like it's pretty useful. I think they give it they've just given it a bad rep.
Professor, that wall, that's the way forward. Very perceptive, my young friend. It worked. Let's go.
Forbidden curse are supposed to be basically slowly destroy your soul. It doesn't seem like it's having an effect on me though.
Closer to finding the repository.
I feel right, Professor. There's nothing we can do
That's like I
but
said
keep
earlier,
searching.
Avada Kedavra. Yeah, I said that earlier. Avada Kedavra doesn't kill people. Wizards kill people. Turn to the dark side of the Force. No, I'm just using useful magic when my life is at stake. I have a right, God-given, as they say, to defend myself.
Listen, more goblins up ahead.
Enjoy suffering.
Goblin filth.
It's the student.
Now that I got that combo set up here.
Someone's here.
Oh.
I will. Army.
I'm afraid of heights!
These tunnels haven't
Fun
brought us
fact,
much
using
luck
any of
so
them on a
far.
person basically gets you in prison for life. Yeah, that's what I recall from. It's what they call the unforgivable curses. Well, that just cause they made it into a political issue, you know? The murdering spell, they made it political. Didn't have to be that way.
We're getting closer, Professor. That way.
How'd they get so many people down here this quick? Oh wait, the teachers are here. This is game over. This feels like a big damn heroes moment.
Defensive chance.
Steer them this way! We shall make quick work of them!
They got this.
Time to move. We're in the thick of it now.
We'll show them beasts who's in charge. Your timing couldn't be better, Professor Hackett.
Good job, Tunch. Glad you approve of me, my murder. for that soaring soundtrack, Chad. Oh, shit.
One less human to worry about. Such arrogance. This is funny. Let's get this over. Rather unwise coming back this way.
Oh, ow. A lot of goblins getting yogurt, yeah. All they wanted was their freedom. And, oh, no. I'm glad I say the Avada Kedavra. My teacher just see me use this spell left and right. They do not give a damn. Like, oh well, we'll let it slide this time. Darken, you missed Darken Darker. I haven't had a chance to play that yet. Okay, that was you killed that fully armored troll with one spell. That takes an Avada Kedavra me to take down. Oh shit. Weasley with the dump truck, it runs in the family, you know?
We made it. I'm relieved we got here before Ranrock.
I can't believe this is it. The repository has been under the castle for hundreds
Everything
of years.
is always in Hogwarts, though. You should never be surprised by that.
Think of all the pain that created it. This is what Miriam, George, your friend Lodgok, and countless others died for. Miriam believed this forgotten magic could be used for such good, but she did not know the risks. She did not see what the Keepers have shown you.
Might lead the other teachers because we need to get through here and take care of this thing.
You are now the Keeper of whatever power it holds. What do you intend to do with it?
This is where you get your ending, isn't it? I intend to keep it contained here. I can tend to open it. We'll go for like the good student ending. We'll keep it contained here. Because we have really no reason to open and use it because we saw nothing but bad shit happening. Won't the castle eventually collapse into this cavern? There's tons of caverns in Hogwarts, all magically built.
I plan to leave the repository as it is.
I'm pleased to hear that. I've been thinking.
What is it, Professor?
I spent all year trying to keep our journey a secret.
By the way, I thought you couldn't apparate within Hogwarts. Didn't those teachers all apparate out of Hogwarts and down into this these catacombs?
Sooner.
Isn't that about against the lore?
The keepers wanted this secret to be locked away forever. How long will you keep it?
That's your point? Oh, I didn't see you making that. Oh, but they can just teleport. Well, I'm saying that they should have... Yeah, you're not supposed to be teleport in or out of Hogwarts, right? But they just did it. Can I get a summary of what happened so far? Evil, well... Ancient magic lets you take pain from people, and some old, ancient, like, wizard was doing it, but it was wrong and hurting people. And the keepers had to kill her, and they've kept this power locked away. Now there's like a evil goblin who wants it, and we're trying to stop it. I shall keep it. The keepers want this secret to be locked away forever. How long will you keep it? I will keep it a secret forever.
The keepers were right. The risk of using this magic is too dangerous. It is my responsibility alone to keep it safe.
I understand, but you are not entirely alone. I will do all I can to help you.
The arrogance of wizard kind. Goblins built this
Hello, Short King.
repository. It belongs to us.
Enough, Ranrock. It was never yours.
I've been wanting to play with this.
Miriam's wand.
If she'd simply handed over the container, all of this could have been avoided. Foolish, self-important witch. Seems you were two of a kind. She didn't know when to give up either.
Breathe it in. Oh, yeah. Fort King energy. Is that how that's supposed to work? Turn into like a rock dragon? Oh. Well, goodbye, Mr. Fig.
It's feeding off the power from the repository.
Your beautiful magic is no match for mine, child.
Yeah, it actually seems like he's got a point. It worked. Oh, wait a minute. Oh.
Those traces of magic are somehow protecting the dragon. I need to break its connection to those traces of magic.
Wouldn't Avada Kedavra instantly break it? Nope, can't even use Avada Kedavra here.
Stupid one. I need to break its connection to those traces of magic. Bombarda, Expelliarmus, free. I need to break its connection to those traces traces of magic.
Dad, do you think I need to break his connection to the traces of magic?
I need to break its connection to those traces of magic. Defender, Potato.
I'm really hammering this thing, and so far no things break it.
I need to break its connection to those traces of magic.
Wait, oh wait a minute, is it because of the color I need to use purple? Oh fuck, I'm being stupid.
That did the trick.
But shouldn't, what about Avada now? Avada Kedavra do nothing. It's baby magic.
Protect yourself again. Not for long. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Defender. Expelliarmus.
Please do something I couldn't like block there. Spongy as fuck. A lot of the enemies in this game have been spongy as fuck. The one time I think he's gonna do something I can like.
Stupefy.
There seems to be some fighting you all know. No. I shall rid you of it. Come and say your preacher.
He just wanted to be tall, chat. That's all he wanted. I think. Shoot another one at me.
You can't stop me. Don't like that very much, do you? Confringo, Expelliarmus, Bombarda. I've got to do that. Repulsor, Defender, Confringo, Expelliarmus.
Shit.
Leviosa. Accio. Defender. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus. Bombarda.
Over the course of one semester, went from being a novice to being half a god. I know, right? We're just that talented. It's a video game. Sometimes you have to overlook that. In a video game, you're always going to be the best of the best, you know? The rare, talented individual. dropping nukes on me. Punch him in the goblin dick. Do you think he still has one of those? I think he gave that up for more power. He gave up everything, chat, including goblin dick. Ooh, this looks like a big ass arena.
You can't run forever, Ranrock.
Give up now.
Levioso! Levioso!
Come on, it's kind of hard to aim.
Repulso! Accio! Levioso! Places! Not so powerful now. On Ranrock! Levioso! Places! Defendo! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
I'm so goddamn heroic right now, chat. Better get a fucking A after this in my semester. You think I deserve that? I saved Hogwarts.
This cannot be happening. You will die.
This ends here, Ranrock.
You think you can stop me?
Confringo! Defendo!
Get stuck. He's like making them come and go before I can blow them up. I'm getting low on potion. Come on, you're down to your last bit of health. Kill it. I think he dead. How was the final boss? I guess it was, you know, long. I guess it was a final boss too. How is this not the boy who lived again? Because this guy wasn't a famous villain like Voldemort. That's why. Music is epic. Yeah, they had the soundtrack. They went hard on. Oh, and now you die? What?
Professor. Miriam. Miriam would have loved you, my young friend. The wizarding world could not be in more capable hands.
Still a student, though. I got 2 more years ahead of me.
I haven't graduated.
So, if I'm not mistaken, was this guy's death one of the spoilers everyone was spreading about this game? Because I can't really think of anything else that you could spoil. It was? I mean, that's not, that's not exactly on the same level as Snape killed Dumbledore. Spoilers, by the way. Or that Harry is a Horcrux.
Professor Eleazar Fig. I dare say he was a beloved professor to many of you, certainly a long-standing colleague to his peers. A famed adventurer and seeker of knowledge, he built a reputation charging into the unknown, brazenly disregarding both discretion and safety, providing perhaps a rather unfortunate lesson.
Explain how you can defend against the killing. I guess because he was like full of, you know, magic. I don't know.
Only by his dedication to Hogwarts.
He was the final boss. I couldn't just let you insta win.
And of course, to his wife, Miriam, whom we lost much too soon as well. Yeah.
Why'd they make this headmaster character so important, but also make him a dumbass and do nothing?
Professor Fig
He did his best.
represented the best of all of us. Oh, he could be deviously clever.
He's just too drunk, chat.
Possessed a brilliantly inquisitive mind, and
Thank you for the bits
was
too, by the way.
most loyal of friends. But perhaps it was his remarkable courage, for which we will all be forever indebted to him. If not for Professor Fig, well, I can say with confidence that if not for him, many of us, let alone Hogwarts, would not be here today. those that knew him best will agree that we must now honor him as only Hogwarts can, by wisely, resourcefully, justly, and bravely facing all that lies ahead.
Also, 100 points to Gryffindor.
To Professor Fig!
Did we win? I think so. But pour one out for the professor.
Can't believe we lost Fig. I didn't know him as well as you did, but I know he was a good man.
Oh, hey, it's the guy who
Glad
murdered
Weasley
his
spoke for
uncle.
him. She honored him well. Fig will be well remembered. I wish the same could have been done for my uncle. I wonder if there's a chance Anne would meet me.
Sebastian, I can't imagine what you and Anne are going through. Perhaps you'll hear from her soon.
I hope so. I'll let you know.
Sebastian, there's something you should know. It's to do with Victor Rookwood.
I heard a rumor that he confronted you outside of Ollivander's. Sounds as if you faced quite a fight.
The rumors are true, and I did, but it's not that. Just before Rookwood attacked, he uttered something familiar. The same words Anne heard before she was cursed. Children should be seen and not heard.
Wait, what are you saying?
It wasn't one of Ranrock's loyalists who cursed Anne. It was Rookwood. It was Rookwood all along.
This can't be. It was the Loyalists. It's always been them. The night Anne was cursed, all she saw were goblins.
Once Rookwood allied with Ranrock, Isadora's estate became of interest to them both. That's why Rookwood was there the night Anne was cursed. He was working with Ranrock.
You happen to know I killed him, though. Blew him the fuck
he
up.
Didn't want anyone to know.
So he cursed her. And she's never been the same. So cruel. Rookwood deserved what he got. Thank you for telling me. It wasn't a goblin.
I mean, I don't have to be racist now? Oh,
All
thank
this
God.
time I thought goblins
I was
were
worried
the
about
enemy.
that, brother.
But it was never that simple.
I was about to go like, yo, we need a final solution for the
I wonder
goblins.
if she'll see me. I'll find out and send word when I know more.
Well, we saved his soul. After all. Pushing it? No, his character was just on a dark path, so now he's getting all better. Kind of weird a Hogwarts story doesn't end at the end of term. Precisely at the end of term. Congratulations, you've completed the story of Hogwarts Legacy and reached the end of your school year. With your OWL exams fast approaching, now is a good time to review your field guide progress, explore the world, finish any remaining relationship storylines and side quests, and complete your field guide as you see fit, but I've already done all that. That said, well, they say no DLC, but do you really believe them? Do you really believe it when they say no DLC? Poppy? We can go still get... I guess we gotta have one last meeting with Poppy. Go see that. We're looking forward to taking the owls. Look, we literally just fought a hate dragon and won. And saved the freaking Hogwarts from collapsing into a cave.
Nice
We don't even have, as
friend.
far as I'm concerned, we get a perfect score. We don't have to take them.
Just
A
the
hate
person I was hoping
dragon,
to see.
not a Hagen.
I see Doran finally convinced you to leave the Snidgets.
If anyone can keep them out of poacher hands, it's the centaurs. And I wanted to thank you. When the poachers ambushed us, it was nice not to face them alone.
Happy to help a friend.
Of course. It's the sort of thing friends do for each other, isn't it?
I suppose so. I am glad you came to Hogwarts. It's already been my best year. I wouldn't want a repeat of Horntail Hall, of course, but I did enjoy the 3 broomsticks. Had no idea how lovely it was there.
Had you never been to the Three Broomsticks?
I used to spend most of my time
Hey,
with Highway.
K-Rose, thank you for the
And
42
well,
months.
I don't know how Serona feels about
I'm
hypocrites
happy you
popping
played
in
this
for a
game, so I
butterbeer.
didn't have to. Did you not like
Highway's
it?
the only one I would have gone with. Or Gran, of course.
High Wings, good company.
Nothing wrong with that. Highwing's good company.
She is. Although I am beginning to
11-year-old?
see the
I think
appeal
she's
of
just
a
short
human
fresh.
friends. It was nice to talk about my parents and Gran with someone. And share Highwing.
Have you heard from your parents?
I don't suppose you've heard anything from your parents, have you?
Take a few days to rest while
but I'm
what is
perfectly
today?
fine with that.
Today's the 19th. When does Atomic Heart... Does Atomic Heart come out tomorrow, or is it another day?
Does your Gran know that we found the
21st,
snitches?
so yeah, I'll probably take
couldn't
tomorrow
hold it
off
in
and
any
be on the...
longer.
It's only
I
one day
told
off,
her
technically.
everything. She was livid that I'd been anywhere near the poachers. But she confessed that she was rather
Comes
envious
on the
about
20th,
the
everyone else
snidgets.
ahead of you is saying the 21st.
It has all been a pleasure.
Well, if it comes out
Poppy.
tomorrow, I'll be streaming it
Do
tomorrow.
try
How
and
about
stay out
that?
of trouble.
Don't know that I can. We've taken on poachers twice now, successfully. I rather think you've helped me develop a taste for it. And with centaurs as allies, I might actually go looking for trouble. You and I should meet for a butterbeer soon.
21st, but some people get it
Perhaps
early.
Highwing can join us?
Well, like I said, quest complete. Poppy blooms. Well, that's the main quest done, and all the like actual like long side story quests, character quests. She asked you out for a drink. I was, did she? A butterbeer? Ah, well, I'll take maybe. I don't know. She's 10, but she's in a Huffle. She's a Hufflepuff. So does that take points away? We've had a good school year, you know. So is there... Wait a minute. What's that yellow thing on my marker? Or is it just like for a regular side quest? Weasley's Watchful Eye. Talk to Professor Weasley. Okay, we're not... Shadow of Friends. Speak with Sebastian. Okay, goddammit. Where's he at? He's in... Okay. Go speak with him, then we'll go talk to Weasley. Can we end this game? Well, we still have stuff happening, but... We'll see what happens. Gonna play Elden Ring? Have a good Elden Ring match, my friend. Elden Ring match. Yes, Elden Ring match. Well, it's got multiplayer on now, doesn't it? You're right. We have a harem. One girl who's like asked us out for a drink does not a harem make.
On another adventure, are we?
What does Sebastian possibly want?
I'm glad you came.
Sebastian, I've received your owl. What's happened?
Ominis spoke with Anne about what happened with my Uncle Solomon. She believes I should pay for what I did, but she won't turn me in. She said the guilt I'll have to live with is punishment enough.
I'm so sorry. But I'm glad you know that you can at least try to move on now.
The thing is, I think I've lost my sister, my twin, forever. She refuses to even see me. I can't blame her. I couldn't really blame any of you if you gave up on me entirely. You all believed in me, and I let you all down.
Yeah, you were a bit of a dick.
Anne may just need some time. Surely one day she'll be able to forgive you.
I hope you're right. I realize I can't undo what's been done, but I can try every day to make up for it. I owe you and Ominis everything for standing by me.
Well, it wasn't easy, but I believe in you, Sebastian. I've had a sense about you since that first day in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Seems so long ago. Thank you. I have no idea what's to come, but I'm grateful for your friendship. I'm glad you came to Hogwarts.
Fresh complete. In the shadow of Fringe. Well, we got some good endings out of it, I guess. Like, imagine this is in real life. I murdered someone in cold blood. Well, but wizards, you know? They have different standards. Technically, it wasn't cold. We were being attacked, so it wasn't technically cold blood. It's more like manslaughter at that point. Where's Weasley at? Okay, I wonder. Let's go here. Are there degrees of Avada Kedavra? It's it's pretty much like you cast it and it hits someone, they die. Like if you said it and didn't mean it, that wouldn't actually work. That's kind of the point. You have to actually want to kill someone when you use it. Why isn't that providing a mark? There we go.
I'll let you copy mine.
So, well, it's meant to be OP. You can't counter it with any spell or block it. The only thing you can do is dodge it. Well, technically, there is a way to counter it, but it requires someone else to sacrifice themselves for you with their love, like what happened with Harry. Otherwise, insta-death. For the player, well, I never got hit by Avada Kedavra. You would think the Goblin guy would have. That's one of the things I'm going to mention in the video. How like almost none, in terms of the game, no one ever casts Avada Kedavra on you. It only happens during some cutscenes or like quick time events. Now I can definitely understand why that is the case gameplay wise, since it would really suck if every enemy you fought could just instantly kill you. Basically, so I can understand the reasoning, but it doesn't really make a bit of sense. There's random enemies shouted out all the time during the beam struggles. Like, yeah, those are like quick time events or like cutscenes. I'm talking about during the actual combat, like when they're using other spells on you. Cat, yeah, there's plenty of cats in the game. Plot armor. What could you possibly need?
Professor Weasley, you wanted to see me?
I did. We haven't had a chance to speak since I know you were quite close with Professor Fig.
Hogwarts won't be the same without him.
No, it won't. But I can assure you that he would want us to press on, and that he would rest easy knowing that the future of the wizarding world is in hands like yours.
Thank you, Professor.
You've had quite a year, both inside and outside of Hogwarts. I've heard all sorts of rumors. You've ridden a graphorn, befriended a goblin, rescued hippogriffs, even helped Mr. Ollivander track down a family wand.
How did you...
It's harder to keep secrets around here than one might suspect. I'm just glad you found such a good friend in Miss Sweeting. It's nice to see her engaging more with her classmates. There have evidently been Snidget sightings in the area lately. If the centaurs are to be believed,
Oh, so you're just recapping all I've done in the game?
are behind it.
I'm certain I don't know what...
No need to discuss it further. What I would like to discuss is your wizard's field guide. May I see it?
Of course. What do you think, Professor?
I think you've been busy this year. I see some progress here, but quite a bit of your field guide has yet to be completed. Fortunately, you do have some time to prepare
Don't you want to
for your
100% the
OWLs.
game? Don't you
I will
wanna?
confess, I had a sense about you from that first moment you came bursting in, late, to the sorting ceremony. I am pleased to see that my instincts were correct. To think you've only been with us a year and you'll already be taking your OWLs, well, it's nothing short of astonishing.
Thank you, Professor, for everything.
You are most welcome. I look forward to seeing what you do during the rest of your time with us.
Your progress in the middle of the book, cliche? What a quest. What is this? Dear Professor Weasley, thank you for your... I am overjoyed to hear that this most recent crop of 7th years includes a number of students who may be both interested and well-suited for career in the ministry. Of course, our owls will provide confirmation of the latter, but equally invaluable is our recruitment process. In your opinion, you have a unique perspective given your experience with us, and for that I am truly grateful. I look forward to further updates as the term progresses. Respectfully yours, Ferris Spaven, Ministry of Magic, London. There's like some kind of locked up... What is this? Something with a lock on it. The House Cup. I should attend the end of the year festival in the Great Hall. Reach level 34. level am I on? I'm like, yeah, I gotta go I gotta go up 3 more goddamn levels before I can get that. Why? Why would it be locked like that? Yeah, that would take a while to go up levels right now. Eat some rare candies. Unfortunately, anything in this game. Are you playing Valhalla? Moo, why are you playing Valhalla again? Well, yeah, this is a very Valhalla-esque move. Why would they lock that to a level like that high? If it's just like going to be watching a cutscene, too. Is 34 the level cap in the game? Yeah, that's a laughter moment. 40 is? Yeah. I guess we'll have to watch. Maybe I'll like get that on my own. Because I'm not doing that tonight. But I guess you guys can like watch it on YouTube, whatever the end of the year ceremony is. Just watch it on YouTube. I really, yeah, like I said, I'm going to actually get it myself, but I'll do it off stream. Because it's not, I just got to do a lot of boring, well, like, meh, like all the side quests I got left are kind of meh as well. They're all the ones like find a bunch of stuff. For the most part. Like find, use the map. Go to some man behind the, return Dimmerguy's moons. And gobstones, find the third land. Yeah, I've done all the actual side quests that were kind of shit. But I will definitely end up earning it myself, but I recommend everyone else just watch it on YouTube. It's just gonna be like 100 points to maybe whatever house you're in. They just give you a bunch of extra points. Yeah, I got half the percentage of the game done. According to that. Is that it? I think that'll be it for tonight. I mean, it's still technically about a 4-hour stream since I started early. So yeah, I guess that'll be the end of our time with Hogwarts for now, and maybe there'll be some DLC later that I get into. Final thoughts on the game, chat? Would you like them? Would you appreciate them? Would you treasure them? Yeah, I enjoyed the game overall. It's got some issues though. I've mentioned several times, the plot and characters don't really do it for me. Kind of like meh. Also some really cheap attempts at creating drama there, like at the end with like the professor dying weirdly. So yeah, I don't feel that, but gameplay was overall fine. Had, a lot of shit to do in it, and even though some of it still suffers from open world game-itis. I can approve of it. A lot of magic. But yeah, I give it a plus. Positive. Wait, chat, I just got here. What's happened? Is Dart quitting mid-game? No, I'm finished. We beat the final boss. We've seen all the good endings for characters. Is it worth the $60? I would say yeah. I mean, I've got like 50 hours in the game. So even if you look at it like an hour, like $1 per hour, you're still getting close to it. Even more if you want to do more. So I'm guessing that's it for that, yeah. Sorry we couldn't see the final ceremony, but that takes some grinding apparently. They saved the grinding for the very end. How about that? How about that? So, chat, if you're new here, I recommend you hit the follow button, please. And if you want to join my Discord, type in the Discord code into chat, or you can scroll down, click on the banner. Before I go, though, thank you for any bits, subs, gift subs, all that amazing stuff. Thank you very much. And also, thank you for being chill and cute and weird and whatever kind of emotions you threw around in chat. I appreciate it. So, I'm not sure if I'm streaming tomorrow. I might take the day off so I can recharge and then come back and play Atomic Heart. Because that's another open world game, so I need to, like, I need my energy. So, we'll see. Depends on really if the game comes out tomorrow, because no one gave me a clear answer. But I will see you all soonish, so prepare for, like, Russian propaganda in your open world, your good music game. I don't know. It's a weird looking game. Alright, chat. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you soon. Peace.